KRIB AM and K244FA FM, Mason City, America's best music, AM 1490 and 96.7 FM, KRIB.
It's time now for coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage is brought to you by CL Dell, North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Now, with all the play-by-play action of the Clear Lake Lions, here's Bob Fisher.
Lions basketball in the air for a Thursday night. Clear Lake down at Waverly-Shell Rock for a girl-boy doubleheader here on KRIB. Hannah Burness, the Clear Lake coach, joins us as we look at the girls' game. And Coach got off on the right foot for 2026 as you picked up a good win over Webster City, and just talk about Tuesday night's game.
Yeah, obviously anytime you pick up a quality win against a conference opponent, coming off a break too, and all the adversity you can kind of face with that, with just limited practices. We had a few snow dates that couldn't come in and practice over break, and so you always worry about conditioning and staying sharp and stuff. So it was good to see our girls come out, compete, execute on the floor, both offensively and defensively. Very proud of their effort. Thought we had a good game plan going in for what we wanted to stop from Webster City, and see the girls execute, not skip a beat. Coming off that Christmas break is an exciting thing to see.
Well, you were able to get a scrimmage in too before that first game, but obviously you got to be happy with where you're sitting right now with this ball club.
Yeah, where we're sitting, we're very happy, but we're not satisfied, and we understand there's still a lot of room for growth, and we preach for every single game. We want to play a full 32 minutes, and that's something we definitely haven't done yet, and that's what's exciting about this team is the area for growth. So it was good to get some time over winter break to add some wrinkles, get a little bit better as a team, and like you said, Bob, to face a quality scrimmage opponent and see what we got going into the second segment of the season.
Talk about Ashley Amble, and obviously we remember this game last year where she had 7 blocks and really was one of the games where she started to show her presence on the court. Just talk about her impact on this club this year so far.
Well, Ashley's invaluable to our team. Not only is she a outstanding basketball player, incredible person, great leader. Really, she's a quiet spirit, but really taken a bit more of a leadership role this year as a senior. But specifically, what she does bring on the court is you can't measure it. Yes, you can measure the blocks, and I know she set another school record with 8 earlier again this year at Humboldt. And hopefully we see that again here tonight. But it allows us to do a lot of things defensively, to know that we can really pressure the basketball and maybe get up into passing lanes a little bit more and take some more chances, knowing that you have that shot blocker at the rim. So it like I said, it allows us to do some different things a lot of people can't do defensively, and what I've also loved to see is our offensive game to continue to flourish. And she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, especially as a senior at this point.
4-game stretch in 7 days. Do you like that, or not so much coming out of break?
It's a good challenge. It's one of those things you don't control, and you just the thing is, we don't really have it. We're not using it as an excuse. Most other teams are going through the same thing right now. I think it's a great challenge for our team. It's something we haven't seen yet, and makes us do a lot of different things. It's kind of like an NBA schedule a little bit, and while you're getting better during video and scout and how well are we taking care of our bodies and things like that, all play a major role when you're playing so many games in a short amount of time. But that's what it's going to be looking like from here to the rest of the season, so we better get used to it.
Well, this Waverly-Shell Rock club, they come in undefeated like your club does as well tonight, and Bodensteiner and Frizzell are the two of the key players, and they've got a good young group that's coming up as well.
They're very deep, very experienced team. A lot of seniors that play a big role on their team. But like you said, with those two players, those are obviously big components of our game plan and what we need to limit. With that being said, they're just a good, very well-rounded team. They play a very similar style in terms of their defensive pressure and picking up full court, and it should be a great test for our team. And I think we're up for the challenge and looking forward to see where we'll come out.
Keys for tonight?
Keys for tonight is shut down their interior game with against number 42 in the post, and obviously 11 on the perimeter. No personnel. All right, this is going to be a very big matchup game. End of the day, it's two similar styles that clash. I think it's going to come down to who can put the ball in the basket. Obviously, it's going to come down to who can put the ball in the basket the most, but who can execute offensively and really come out ahead on that offensive end. I think we're pretty and see whose defense comes out on top.
Coach, as always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
Thanks, Bob. Talk to you soon.
Adam Burness with pregame comments. Back with more from Waverly after this here on KRIB.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank & Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank & Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank & Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTel fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTel is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing, embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the ReDoc program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
Back we come to Waverly-Shell Rock High School in Waverly. Glad to have you along on KRIB and watching live online at KRIBAM.com. Clear Lake at 5-0 in the conference and 7-0 overall. Waverly-Shell Rock comes in with a perfect record as well in this contest with a 10-0 record, so they're hitting the halfway mark of their season already with this contest tonight against the Lions. It's a matchup between Two undefeated teams here. In fact, when you look at all of high school basketball, boys and girls side, Clear Lake right now, the only high school program that has teams, both teams undefeated on the girls and the boys side. See if the Lions can hold that up here in the girls game. The boys game, of course, following a little bit later on tonight here in Waverly. It's Waverly-Shell Rock Club ranked number 6 in Class 4A in the new Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union rankings that were released yesterday. Clear Lake moved up one spot to number 14 in Class 3A with, of course, their victory over Webster City back on Tuesday night at the Alliance Gymnasium. Lions will quickly turn around and play St. Edmund tomorrow in a girl-boy doubleheader as the Lions beat Webster City 63-28. They beat Humboldt on the Friday before the break 61-48. Waverly-Shell Rock, they had one game out of break, and that was against Center Point Urbana. They picked up a 55-32 victory back on Saturday. They've not played since then. They will have a ranked matchup again tomorrow night here at the Waverly-Shell Rock Gymnasium as they will face a third-ranked Mount Vernon team. Looking at the North Central Conference standings after Tuesday night's play, Clear Lake at 5-0 in the conference. Algona and St. Edmund are a game back, so that'll be a very interesting doubleheader tomorrow with both the girls and the boys side. With, of course, on the boys side, number 1 and 1A St. Edmund, and number 2 and 3A Clear Lake on the boys side. A St. Edmund team that is 4-1 in the conference, as well as Algona. Clear Lake at 5-0. Iowa Falls Alta is at 2-2. Humboldt is at 2-3. Webster City and Hampton Dumont Keller at 1-4 in the conference. Clarion Goldfield Dows at 0-4. Of course, Waverly-Shell Rock still playing as an independent, so they have to find a number of games to fill out their schedule. Waverly-Shell Rock and Decorah, former Northeast Iowa Conference members, having to play as independents coming into, this is Waverly's second or third season, while Decorah, after the disbanding of the Northeast Iowa Conference back after last school year, they are kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and they've had to do kind of the same thing that Waverly-Shell Rock has had to do for the last couple of years after being dismissed from the Northeast Iowa Conference. So Clear Lake with a 63-28 victory back on Tuesday night versus Waverly-Shell Rock Club. They are led, as we mentioned in the pregame show, by Lizzie Frizella Jr., who stands 5'11", 15.7 points per game for her. And Brittany Bodensteiner is averaging a double-double per game and 11.1 points and 10 rebounds per contest. Let's look at the starting lineups of this one. For Clear Lake, it'll be Alex Tice at 5'5", and a senior. Alex averaging 3.9 points, 2.9 steals, 2.2 assists, and 2.6 rebounds per game, shooting 25% from the field and 25% from three-point range. 1 for 1 from the free throw line for Tice, the 5'5" senior. Aspen Hill at 5'5" at a sophomore, 1.4 points, 3.4 assists per game for Hill, the 5'5" sophomore. Taylor Schwen at 5'8" and a junior. Schwen, 8.6 points, 5.4 rebounds, just under 3 assists and steals per game, shooting 34% from the field and 27% from the free throw line. Jacelyn Ainley at 5'9" and a sophomore. Ainley, 15.4 points and 5.9 rebounds per contest, averaging 4 assists and 4 steals. 53% from the field, 45% from three-point range, 10 of 22 from three-point range, 61.5% from the free throw line for Ainley, the 5'9" sophomore. And Ashley Amble at 6'4" and a senior. Amble, 12 points per game, 8 rebounds, and she's averaging 3.7 blocks per contest. 61% for the field, 61.5% from the free throw line for Ashley Amble, the 6'4" senior. For the Go Hawks of Waverly-Shell Rock, the lineup looks like this. It is Annika Ott at 5'5" and a senior, 3.6 points and 3.5 rebounds, just under 3 assists per game, shooting 32% from the field and 35% from the free throw line. For Annika Ott, the 5'5" senior. Lizzie Frizzell at 5'11" and a junior, 15.7 points, 5 rebounds per game, just under 3 steals, 42% from the field. She is shooting 33.9% from three-point range, 21 of 62, and 88% from the free throw line. 38-43 for Frizzell, the 5'11 junior. Natalie Beck at 5'6 and a senior, 4.6 points, 2.4 rebounds per game, 28% from the field and 57% from the free throw line. Adion at 5'6 and a senior, 6.6 points at 3 rebounds per contest. And then Brittany Bodensteiner at 5'10 and a senior, 11.1 points and 10 rebounds per game, shooting 49% from the field. Time now for our national anthem before tonight's Clear Lake and Waverly-Shell Rock doubleheader.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home that brave.
National anthem before tonight's Clear Lake and Waverly-Shell Rock doubleheader here on KRIB, Mason City, Clear Lake, KRIBAM.com. A little bit later than the anticipated tip-off time of 6 o'clock, about 20 minutes late here. Clear Lake's averaging 60.4 points per game. Waverly-Shell Rock 54.3 points per contest. The Lions shoot 41.6% from the field. Waverly-Shell Rock 38.3% from the field. The Lions 3-point wise, 40 of 158 for 25%. Waverly-Shell Rock 55 of 198 for 23%, or 28% we should say. The free throw line, the Lions 55.9%. The Go Hawks are shooting 66% from the free throw line. It'll be Brittany Bodensteiner, the 5'10 senior, to step in to jump center here against Ashley Amble for the Lions. And the tip is controlled by the Go Hawks. Lizzie Frizzell gets him, dribbles into the front court on the right side. She'll hand it off on the right side, brought out back by Natalie Beck. Worked around the horn to the left side quarter for Anna Gott. She'll bring it back out to the left wing. Out to the top of the key for Bodensteiner. Dribbles it to the right side and hands it off. Stepping to the free throw line is Frizzell now. Jumper's up and no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Waverly-Shell Rock. Out of bounds, left baseline. Frizzell will make the entry. Frizzell looks it in. His motion going now. Bounce pass to the right side of the key, and the layup no good, but the foul is called as Brittany Bodensteiner will step to the line to shoot two.
Foul number 21, Ashley Amble.
Ashley Amble with her first. Bodensteiner, the Lion, 30 of 43 for the season for 68% from the stripe. First one on the way. That is good. So the Go Hawks first on the board at 1-0. With 7:38 to go here in the first quarter. Waverly-Shell Rock, white uniforms with black numbers, gold trim. Lions are the road blacks with gold numbers. Bodensteiner's second free throw misses. It's tipped out to the left side deep, and Bodensteiner saves it from out of bounds into the hands of Natalie Beck. Hands it to her left for Addie Ott. Ott back out top for Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner will hand it off to Frizzell on the right side. She'll step to the free throw line. Picks up the dribble there, plays it over the left side. Controlled now by Beck. Beck plays it over left side for Annika Ott. Dumps it inside, tipped away, but controlled back by the Go Hawks. Left side, Natalie Beck back out top for Bodensteiner. 12 to shoot. As dribbling to the top of the key is Ott. Ott plays it back. Now fired into the left side. Bodensteiner has spin move in the lane. Layup is no good. And the rebound tipped around. Right side. Bodensteiner gets in, kicks it out to the right quarter for Ott. Annika Ott behind but underneath the basket. Plays to the left quarter, and it goes around the horn from the left quarter out top to Bodensteiner. Off to the right for Annika Ott to the free throw line. She'll kick it out left side. Here's a three on the way. Up and no good for Natalie Beck. The rebound out to the free throw line. Controlled by the Go Hawks by Ott. Annika Ott will play it to the right side for Beck. Actually, it's Frizzell, hands it off to the lane, and up and no good. Ashley Emble with a foul. That'll be her second already here. And Emble with 2, and that'll force a substitution off the bench with Gwen Grimm. Anna got to the line where she is 7 of 20 from the free throw stripe this year. Free throws up and good on the first. So Gwen Grimm, the 6-foot freshman, will check in for Ashley Embles. Goes to the bench with 6:20 to go, 6:40 to go rather here in the first quarter. Ott second free throws up and no good. The rebound right side controlled by Gwen Grimm for Clear Lake. Lines will come up court. Across the timeline for Schwen. Schwen hands it off top of the key for Grimm. Grimm hands it back to Ainley. Ainley, the free throw circle, backs up. Plays it off to the right for Schwen. Schwen from the right wing, dribbles, and she'll pop a 3. That one is almost banked home. Yes, it is banked home. A 3 for Schwen, and it's 3-2 Clear Lake with 6:13 to go here in the first. Backcourt pressure by the Lions, but Waverly-Shell Rock gets through the traffic, and Lizzie Frizzell with a jumper right in the middle of the lane is up and good. And Waverly-Shell Rock takes a 4-3 lead. It's tipped away, or actually, the Lions turn it over. Yeah, the Lions turn it over on the inbound. So it will be Waverly-Shell Rock basketball on their right baseline. Inbound right side for Frizzell. She'll drive to the hoop, up and good with a layup. Frizzell with 4. 6-3 Waverly-Shell Rock with 5:55 to go in the first. Hill in the backcourt. Skips it ahead to Grimm through her hands. Controlled by the Gohawks by Bodensteiner through traffic. It's blocked away by Grimm, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Gohawk basketball on the baseline. Frizzell will make the entry on the left baseline. Out to Bodensteiner in the left quarter. Hands it back to Frizzell. She'll pop a 3 from the quarter. It's up and good. Frizzell with 7 of the 9 for Waverly-Shell Rock. It's 9-3 with 5:35 to go here in the first. Ainley getting up to the timeline. Tipped around, but she picks it back up and gets it to the top of the key. Drifts off to the right with a dribble. Now she'll step toward the key. Left side left. She gets fouled, and she'll step to the line to shoot a pair. Foul's going to be charged on Brittany Bodensteiner. Not a shooting foul, I guess. So it'll be out of bounds. On the right baseline for Clear Lake, Ainley will make the entry. Skips it out to Tice, top of the zone right side. Tice drifts back between the rings and hands it off to her left for Hill. Hill plays it back to the right side, Ainley. Ainley dribbles out from the right wing to the free throw circle, hands it to Hill in the left quarter. Hill step in from there and kick it back out. Schwen will step from the left side and cut across. Right side layup, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by the Gohawks by Addie Ott. Ott through traffic into the front court through the middle. She will juggle it, and it throws it up and no good. And the rebound fought with by Tice, and Tice rips it away from Addie Ott. Will go the Lion way with 4:50 to go in the first, and the Lions down by 6. Ainley drifts off to the right, backs up. Lays it out to the left side wing for Schwen, to the left quarter for Hill. Hill back out to Tice between the rings. Tice gets a pick from Grimm. She'll step to the right, now step to the left and kick it to the quarter for Hill. Hill brings it back out top and hands it over to Ainley. Ainley thought about a 3 from the right wing. Now she'll get a screen and dribble. Can't create. Now she steps back and pops. It's no good. And the rebound controlled right left baseline, controlled by Lizzie Frizzell for Waverly-Shell Rock. She'll bring it to the front court. Hands it off, and it's down to the left quarter for Annika Ott. Reverse back out to Frizzell. Work back out top to Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner dribbles to the right side and hands it off to Beck. Beck plays it back out top for Addie Ott. Skipped over the left side for Frizzell. 3 on the way is up and no good. Rebound open on the right side is Alex Tice for the Lions. Alex across the timeline, pulls up on the left wing. Grimm trying to set a pick, and Tice will try a 3. That's no good from the left wing from about 22. And the rebound controlled on the right side by Annika Ott for Waverly-Shell Rock. 3:40 to go here in the first. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 9-3 in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Bodensteiner goes up and down as she tried to drive on the left side. She got bothered by Grimm, and it'll be Clear Lake basketball on the turnover. Billy Beersford, the 5'8 junior, checks in for the Lions to replace Alex Tice. Ella Walker in the 5'10 freshman for Waverly-Shell Rock. Also, Maddie Reiser will check in, the 5'3 freshman for Clear Lake. Out of bounds, far baseline for Clear Lake with full court pressure by the Gohawks. Inbound to Ainley on the far side. She brings it up and skips into the front court right side. Tipped on the hand of Beersford. And out of bounds for Clear Lake on the right sideline. About 12 feet out from the quarter. Beersford will make the entry. Plays it right quarter. Schwinn back into Beersford, who stepped in quickly after making the inbound pass. Right side wing in trouble here. Now finally gets the pass off to Schwinn, who drives the right baseline. A whistle and an elbow called on the baseline. It'll be Clear Lake basketball on the inbound.
Foul number 15, Ella Walker.
Ella Walker with her first. Team second. Out of bounds right baseline for Clear Lake. Skipped out to Schwinn. Inside for Grimm. Turnaround shot is up and good. Looked like it was going to get deflected out of the hands of Grimm, but it finds its way into the hoop. 9-5. Clear Lake cuts the lead to 4 and slaps the press on the inbound. Skip pass ahead, almost off the mark, but controlled by Annika Ott. And, the Lions fans wanting it over and back there. Not sure if that would have been the right call or not. Ella Walker will bring it out from the left quarter up top to Bodensteiner. Hands it off to her right. Rhythm three up and no good for Leslie Frizzell. The rebound for Waverly-Shell Rock on the hands of Ava Leichman. And we'll go the other way with Clear Lake off the turnover. Ainley, top of the key. Dribbles in on the right side. She lays it up. No shot, they say. Foul on the floor. With the Go Hawks 13 foul in the quarter. And it'll be Clear Lake out of bounds on the right baseline. Ella Walker gets her second one quick. Tice back in for Clear Lake to replace Beersford. Abby Frizzell will check in for the Go Hawks. Addie Ott back in. Bodensteiner goes out, as well as Ella Walker. Inbound right baseline, skipped out top for Schwinn. Schwinn at the top of the key looks. Now she'll fire a three. Had it deflected, and it goes out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. 3:37 left in the opening quarter of play. Out of bounds right baseline at the side of the key. Inbound right side of the key, Schwinn. Short jumpers up and no good. And the rebound controlled by Abby Frizzell for Waverly-Shell Rock. Ahead for Annika Ott. Ott dribbles to the free throw line. Tipped away by Schwinn, but controlled back by Ott. She'll play back over the left side. Pumped inside left side for Abby Frizzell. And a spin move on the left side. Little hook shot is up and good. Frizzell with her first two. And timeout for Clear Lake. It's a full timeout. 2:19 to go here in the first quarter. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Waverly-Shell Rock 11, Clear Lake 5. Back after this here on KRIB.
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire's been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
Back we come to Waverly, 11-5. Clear Lake down by 6 with 2:19 to go here in the opening quarter. Lions took a full timeout. Inbound on the far baseline. Maddie Logie will make the inbound. On the far end to Taylor Schwinn to take that back Ainley. Ainley up to the timeline. Double team trap. She tries to get out of it and does, playing it up to Riley Reiser. Reiser to the right quarter for Tice. Tice dribbles out of the ring, now steps in and kicks it back out. Here's Ainley faking a step in. Now she'll step around the defender into the lane. Jumper from 12, no good. Lizzie Frizzell the rebound for Waverly-Shell Rock. Frizzell up court, skips it ahead of the right quarter for Leichman. Fires a three, up and no good. Rebound left side controlled by the Lions by Ainley. Ainley across center court. In between the rings with 100 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Drifts off to the right with a dribble. Now back to the top of the key. She'll pop a three. No good. Rebound underneath Grimm. Puts it up out there last, and it goes over the backboard and out of bounds. And we're going to have a slight delay here as the basketball is perched up in between the backboard and the brackets. with the shot clock. Grimm steps aside. Ashley Amble will check back into the Lion lineup, and they obviously have this has happened before. They've got a nice long stick to punch the basketball out. Aspen Hill will check back in to replace Maddie Reiser in the Lion lineup as well. Out of bounds, left baseline with full court pressure. Bodensteiner gets the inbound, plays it to Annika Ott, skips it into the front court for Adiot. Adiot brings it from the left side, hands it off. Frizzell tries to look at a three. She'll step in on the left wing and fire up a layup up and good. Lizzie Frizzell with 9, 13-5. Waverly-Shell Rock with 1:11 to go here in the first. Across the timeline, Ainley. Ainley on the dribble, up the baseline and underneath. She tries to kick it out, but it's a turnover by the Lions as Ava Lackman gets the basketball. Bounce pass to the lane. Bodensteiner lays it up, no good. She drew the foul, and she'll step to the line to shoot a pair.
Foul number 3, Aspen Hill.
Aspen Hill with her first. Bodensteiner to the line where she's 1 for 2 on the night. Free throw, first one is up and no good. Taylor Schwen back in for Clear Lake to replace Alex Tice. 59 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Waverly-Shell Rock 13, Clear Lake 5. Bodensteiner, the 5'10 senior. Second one up is good. So Bodensteiner 1 for 2 on this trip as well. She has 2, and it's 14-5. Inbound to Ainley. Deep in the backcourt. Tries to dribble up here. Cuts across to the near side. Gets to the timeline and brings it across. She'll dribble on the left side and almost lost control of the basketball, but picks it up. And now she does a little shuffle step as she shook the defender and lays it up off the left side glass, up and in. First 2 for Ainley. 14-7 Waverly-Shell Rock. 35 to go here in the first quarter. Lackman in the backcourt across the timeline. Plays it over the right side. Driving is Annika Ott. She'll lay it up and good on the right side glass. Ott with her first basket. She's got 3. And it's 16-7 in favor of the Go Hawks. On the inbound, lob to Ainley. She races into the front court to beat the press. And she'll hand it off. Left side layup up and good for Ashley Amble. Amble's first 2 of the night. 16-9. Clear Lake cuts the lead back to 7. Wind down to 10 seconds to go here in the first. Lackman drives, and she tried to step around the defender of Amble, but she took the extra step. The Lions will get an opportunity here with 7.5 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Ainley will get an extra breather heading into the quarter break. She gets replaced by Maddie Reiser. Out of bounds for Clear Lake on the far baseline with full court pressure. Schwen looks. In trouble on the inbound, and a 5-second violation called. So the Lions with a tough turnover there. And now the Go Hawks with an opportunity to stretch the lead to 9 or 10. Right baseline entry. Annika Ott looking. And she almost has a 5-second call, but she lobs it out to Lackman. Bodensteiner left side over to Adiot. Down to 3 seconds. Here's a 3 from the left quarter. Is up and no good. And the rebound controlled off the miss by Lackman. And Waverly-Shell Rock will take a lead of 16-9 here to the quarter break. That's the score, 16-9. Waverly-Shell Rock leads Clear Lake on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. We're back after this here on KRIB, watching live online at KRIBAM.com.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Second quarter starts with Clear Lake with the basketball. Taylor Schwen will make the inbound from half court. 16-9, Clear Lake down by 7. The inbound, and Ainley quickly dribbles it underneath the basket, hands it off to Ashley Amble. Turnaround shot is up and no good. Ainley the rebound, up and no good. Ainley the rebound, got fouled on the next attempt. Go Hawks with their first foul of the quarter. Adiot with her first. Ainley to the line. First free throws for the Lions tonight. Ainley 16 of 26 for 62% on the year. First one's up and no good. Just underway in quarter number 2. 16-9, Waverly-Shell Rock leads Clear Lake. Second free throw is up and no good. The rebound controlled by the Go Hawks by Lizzie Frizzell. She'll turn up court, bring it across the timeline to the top of the key. Guarded by Aspen Hill. And the Go Hawks weave out front. Natalie Beck hands it inside. Kick back out to the right side. Here's a three on the way up and short for Annika Ott. And the rebound pinballs around off of a Go Hawk talon and out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. What is a Go Hawk? Maybe that's the question we should ask ourselves tonight. I assume Go Hawks would have talons. We're going to move along here. Here's Ainley in the front court as the Lions advance it ahead. Drifts off to the right, plays it back out to Tice. Tice fakes a three, steps along left side, kicks to the quarter for Hill. Hill dribbles up on the perimeter, plays it over to Schwen on the right wing. Schwen will step in, tries to get through traffic, fires it up off the glass, no good. Lizzie Frizzell, the rebound for Waverly-Shell Rock. Played ahead quickly, and the throw up and no good for Annika Ott on the break on the left side layup. As Taylor Schwen brings it up, Annika Ott's going to get called for the foul here. And that'll be her first. And the team's second of the quarter. Lions will substitute.
24.
Quinn Grimm will check back in to replace Ashley Amble, who did not play most of the first quarter after getting the foul trouble just a minute and 20 in. Lions inbound. On the near sideline of the backcourt, inbound to Ainley. Ainley working her way up to the timeline, goes to the far side and cuts across to the right side of the zone. Plays it down to Tice to the right quarter. Tice back out to the wing for Aspen Hill. Hill back to Tice to the right quarter. Tice dribbles up to the right side of the key, plays it back out. Schwen at top of the key three, no good. And the rebound controlled by Bodensteiner for Waverly-Shell Rock. She hands it off to Lizzie Frizzell. Frizzell across center court. She'll dribble up the right side of the key. She gets by the defender, layup no good, but the foul is called, and 2 shots to come here for Lizzie Frizzell. Fouls on Aspen Hill. It's her second, and the team's first of the quarter. Lizzie Frizzell to the line where she is 38 of 43, 88.4% on the year. And she makes the first. Frizzell to double digits with 10. 17-9 in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock with 6:30 to go here in the first half. Second free throws up, and that one rattles around and falls. So Frizzell, 2 for 2 on the trip, but it's 18-9. Schwen gets through traffic into the front court, and she'll crank it all the way home. Layup no good. Rebound tipped out of the hands of Grimm. Schwen came back from out of bounds and touched it in bounds before establishing herself. So it'll be out of bounds in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock on the illegal touch. Lions will slap the press on with the inbound on the far baseline. Inbound to Bodensteiner. She'll play it ahead quickly to Frizzell. Lizzie will dribble to the lane. She throws up a left side layup up and good. Frizzell with 13. Waverly-Shell Rock 20, Clear Lake 9 with 6:10 to go here before halftime. Across the timeline for Ainley on the left side. Double team trap on top. Plays it to Schwen. Schwen dribbles to the right side of the free throw line. Backs it out. She'll play it over to Ainley. Left side wing. Takes a step to the free throw circle. Now she'll play it over to the right quarter for Schwen. Schwen fires a three. That's off. And the rebound controlled by Natalie Beck for Waverly-Shell Rock. Ahead for Frizzell. Quickly ahead left side. Pushed in to the at the post, and it's Bodensteiner can't make the layup. Rebound Clear Lake as Ainley will bring it up court. Ainley through traffic. Plays it to the right side for Schwen. Schwen right wing. Played out top. Maddie Reiser to the left for Tice. She'll hand it off to Ainley. Ainley dribbles to the top of the key around the pick of Grimm. Down to 10 to shoot. Tice left quarter of 3 now, up and no good. And the rebound controlled by Bodensteiner on the right side for Waverly-Shell Rock. Bodensteiner ahead for Annika Ott. Out across the timeline. She'll dribble up left side of the key and fires it up and no good. The foul is called on Clear Lake. So the foul will be on Tice, her first, and the team's second.
Foul number 1, Alexis Tice.
Annika Ott to the line where she's 1 for 2 on the night. Ott's first free throw is up and no good.
Number 3, Ava Leichman, 33, and Brazil in for the Go-Hawks.
Lily Beresford. And Aspen Hill check back in for Clear Lake.
10, Lillian Ilsford in for the Lions.
4:59 left in the half. Waverly-Shell Rock with a 20-9 lead. Second one no good. Rebound left side open. It is Abby Frizzell. She played across and the shot up and no good, but the foul is called. And the Go-Hawks, Addie Ott will step to the line to shoot a pair.
Foul number 24, Gwen Grimm.
Gwen Grimm with the foul her first, and the team's third of the quarter. Addie Ott's first free throw is up, and good for her. She's shooting 52% on the year. Her first point of the night. Second free throw goes as well. And the Lions are going to spend a timeout. 4:56 to go here in the first half. Waverly-Shell Rock 22. And Clear Lake 9 on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Back after this here on KRIB.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
Back we come to Waverly, 22-9 in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. 4:50 to go here before halftime. And Ainley gets into the front court on the left side, dribbles up the baseline, gets cut off, looks for help, skips it back out to Beresford. She'll fire a three from the top of the key, no good. And the rebound on the right side controlled by the Go-Hawks as it's controlled by Lankman. Played ahead now, the pass too far ahead for Abby Frizzell. And out of bounds for Clear Lake on the far end. Beresford will make the entry on full court pressure for the Lions. And the inbound will go to Maddie Logie. Or pardon me, it's Aspen Hill across the timeline right side at the top of the key for Grimm. Grimm hands it off left side, or right side for Reiser. We're up in the upper left quarter, behind the quarter in this offensive zone for Clear Lake. The shot's no good, and the rebound controlled by Lankman for the Go-Hawks. She plays it quickly ahead to Annika Ott. Out up the right baseline underneath the basket, kicks it back out. Here is Addie Ott to the lane. Her shot is taken care of by Clear Lake, and we go the other way with Jacelyn Ainley. Ainley to the free throw line, backs it out to the top of the key, hands it off to the left, and dribbling it is Beresford, hands it back to the quarter for Reiser, and back out to Hill. Hill at the top of the key. She'll play it inside, tipped away from Grimm, but she gets it back, plays it out to Ainley, who fires a three. No good. The rebound controlled by Abby Frizzell for Waverly-Shell Rock. Played ahead for Lizzie Frizzell. Plays it to Annika Ott. Annika Ott will play to the top of the key for Abby Frizzell. Around the horn to the right quarter it goes. And up the baseline is Lankman. She'll play it out. To the top of the key. Here's a three on the way up and good for Abby Frizzell. Frizzell with 5, 25-9. Go-Hawks have outscored the Lions 9-0 here in the second quarter. So line down to 3:05 to go here in the half is the drive up and good. The drop broken by Jason Ainley on the layup. Ainley with 4, 25-11. Across the timeline for Lizzie Frizzell inside for Abby Frizzell. She gets double teamed. She skips it back out to Lizzie Frizzell on the right side. She goes up the baseline, up and no good. The foul is called on Ainley. Be her first on the team's fourth.
Foul number 13, Jason Ainley. Number 11, Lizzie Frizzell.
Lizzie Frizzell back to the line where she's 2 for 2 on the night. First one on the way up. That is good. Lions will put back in Tice and Logie. As Reiser will step aside, as well as Beersford. 26-11. In favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Second one up, that is good. Frizzell with 15 on the night. And it's 27-11. Ainley across the timeline left side. Maddie Wheeler into the lineup for the Go Hawks now. Down the left side for Maddie Logie. Her three is blocked away out of bounds by Frizzell. And the Lions will continue to have possession. And beyond the left sideline. And they'll put the inbound mark at about 5 feet out from the corner. Inbound, skip to Ainley, the top of the zone. Ainley drifts off to the left for the dribble. She'll pop a three, up and no good. And the rebound controlled by Brittany Bodensteiner for Waverly-Shell Rock. Across the timeline for Frizzell. Frizzell play it out top for Bodensteiner. Hands it to the left side. On the dribble. And into the right side, up and no good for, I believe, Lankman. And now there's a little foul called as Bodensteiner goes down here. Trainer out quickly. And we hope this is not a very bad injury here for Bodensteiner. Both teams have been sent to the bench here. As Bodensteiner almost came down face down and working on the left knee, it appears here, but Bodensteiner laying down on her back in the middle of the lane, and well, is she going to get up here? Thought she was going to get up, but not quite yet. Let's go tomorrow night. Should be an interesting North Central Conference doubleheader as Clear Lake and St. Edmund. Of course, St. Edmund a game back in the North Central Conference race. Well, Bodensteiner up. She's limping a little bit. She's going to get helped off by the trainer. I would, just the way she's walking off, I would not doubt that she would be back in the second half. Unless this game does not necessitate it. But just the way she went down originally, I thought maybe it was going to be a little bit of a trouble. And it'll be out of bounds for Waverly-Shell Rock with 2:09 to go here in the half. 27-11 in favor of the Go Hawks. Skip to the middle of the lane for Frizzell. She'll kick it back out. Faking a three is Adiot, and they're going to call 3 seconds in the lane on Lizzie Frizzell. Out of bounds for Clear Lake on the far end. But just over 2 minutes to go here in the half. 2:04 to go. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 27-11 in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Inbound Ainley. Works her way up. Gets it across the right side of the timeline. Drifts back between the rings in the front court. Now dribbles on the right side. Back to the top of the key. Plays it over the left side for Schwen. Skipped over to Tice on the right wing. She'll take a three and step along and kick it back out. Work down to Schwen from Logie. Schwen back out to Logie. And they're going to say Logie took a little crow hop and she'll get called for the travel. And be out of bounds with 99 seconds to go here before halftime. Jeremy Ainley, the Clear Lake boys coach, will join us at half for comments. Across the timeline for Anna Gott. Drifts over to the left side for Natalie Beck. Brings it back out top and now hands it to Maddie Wheeler. Whistle and a foul call away from the basketball.
Foul on number 1, Alexa Tice.
Alex Tice, her second, and the team's fifth, so the bonus here And the one player you don't want to put on the free throw line, Lizzie Frizzell, to shoot a pair. First one's good.
For 5, Madison
Maddie Reiser, check back in. 16 for Frizzell. 28-12, 28-11 in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Second one, that is no good. The rebound off to the right side, and it's fought for, and it's going to be last touch by Annika Ott. It'll be Clear Lake basketball on the far end. Go Hawks will continue with full court pressure here. The inbound, and it's skipped into bounds to Ainley, who races it into the front court. Out the left wing, she'll fake the handoff and lay it up no good. On the left side, rebound control Lizzie Frizzell for Waverly-Shell Rock. 75 seconds to go here in the first half. Frizzell across the timeline, hands it off to her left for Addie Ott. Addie Ott will hand it over to Natalie Beck. She'll step in for the left side, plays it back out and around. Wheeler down to the right quarter and bring it back out from there is Annika Ott. She'll step through the lane, lays it up no good. Rebound will be out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. Aspen Hill check back in to replace Jacelyn Ainley. 56.6 seconds to go here before halftime. Backcourt Hill, whistle. She carried the basketball. Be out of bounds for the Go Hawks on the left baseline. Annika will make the entry. Into the lane, open, up and no good, but the foul is called, and Frizzell back to the line to shoot 2.
Foul number 3, Aspen Hill.
Aspen Hill, that's 3 on her.
Lizzie Frizzell on the line for 2.
Frizzell to shoot 2. First one is up and good. 17 for Frizzell. The Walker back in to replace Addie Ott in the Waverly-Shell Rock lineup. 51.5 seconds to go here before halftime. Second one up, that is good. 18 for Frizzell.
Number 3, Ava Lightman in for the Go Hawks.
Out of bounds, inbound to Tice on the far end. 30-11. Tice in the backcourt, double team. It's tipped away by Lizzie Frizzell. She'll drive and had it blocked away by Schwen Cleveland. And it goes out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. Inbound will go to Aspen Hill. Back to Taylor Schwen. Schwen will bring it across the right side of the timeline. And she'll hand it down to the right quarter. Work back out from Logie, back out to Schwen. Out top, worked around the horn from right to left over to Hill. Hill play back over to Schwen. About a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tice between the rings, left side over to Aspen Hill. Hill gets a moving screen from Taylor Schwen. Her first. Out of bounds at the far end for Waverly-Shell Rock. Inbound, skipped ahead to Annika Ott. Annika will get it across the timeline. Whistle on the timeout for Waverly-Shell Rock. We'll keep it right here with 12.3 seconds to go.
30-second timeout, Go Hawks.
In the first quarter, or first half. Jeremy Ainley, the Clear Lake coach, will join us here at halftime for comments. As the lead is 30-11 here for Waverly-Shell Rock. Here at just moments away from halftime. 12.3 seconds to go, in fact, in the opening half. Out of bounds, just inside the timeline on the left side, inbound to Annika Ott. Shot clock off here with 10 seconds to go. On top, Frizzell dribbles it up the right side of the key, lays it up and good. Frizzell with 20. And we go to halftime here in Waverly. Lions outscored 16-2 in the Second quarter of play. And our halftime score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Waverly-Shell Rock 32 and Clear Lake 11. Back with our halftime. CLTEL halftime after this here on KRIB.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
Back we come to Waverly. A halftime score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 32 for Waverly-Shell Rock and 11 for Clear Lake. Time now for the CLTEL halftime show, brought to you by CLTEL. Then enter for you in Clear Lake and Ventura as Jeremy Ainley, the Clear Lake boys coach, joins us for comments here at halftime of the girls game. And Coach got the 2026 part of the schedule off on the right foot and beating Webster City. And just talk about your thoughts about coming out of the break.
Well, it was nice to play finally.
Right.
You know, we've been off forever, it seems like, and haven't played any games. But, yeah, it was good to get going and, get started and, see what we've worked on a little bit over the break and mainly just to get back kind of in game shape and, get a rhythm back. And I thought we did a good job of that. I thought, started out a little sluggish in that first quarter, really, just didn't move the ball and move ourselves well enough and, probably settled for too many outside shots. And then, once we started moving the ball a little bit in that second half, getting after it a little bit offensively, got some easy looks, shared the ball, and, knocked down some shots.
Well, you talked about, finally getting to play a game. December was just it was a quirky schedule, even if there was not a game or two postponed in there. Just did not have very many games in December, and that's definitely going to be made up here in the month of January.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to go on the NBA road tour here, so it's going to cost me money. We'll probably ask Ben if we can get a couple charter buses and get some lounge out, some legs, and maybe a couple trainers on the bus and everything like that. But yeah, it's going to get busy here. starting obviously this week, and then we kind of go by next week, and then it really gets busy. But yeah, just. At the end of the day, you got to just do what the schedule tells you and, watch your bodies and watch what we're doing and stuff. So, yeah, we'll be ready to go. We feel like we're in a good spot, and obviously, we'll see what happens.
Talk about Jackson McIntyre. I would assume you would think he's probably been one of your most consistent players here.
He has
first
been.
Part of the schedule.
Yeah, not just in games. I mean, he's been our best player in practice. I'd say him and Trevor. They never have a bad practice. They go as hard as they can, and it's carried over into the season. But yeah, Jackson's. I'm really, happy with how he's, obviously scored and defended at a high level on the court. But then, like I said, he's our best player in practice and, best guy in the weight room and film study and all that stuff. He knows exactly what's going on, and that's a good sign for him. I mean, he wants to go on and play major college football and stuff, and obviously. It's not just what you do on the field; it's all the preparation you do behind the scenes and all the hard work and all that stuff. And he's certainly become a good leader for us, and that's some traits that you're going to have to go to that next level.
And you mentioned Trevor Theobald. Just talk a little more about him.
Yeah, he's a guy that we really expected to have a big year, and so far, he has. Even the other night, he didn't shoot it. That was the worst he shot it all year, but still has 6 assists, 0 turnovers. Really controlled the game defensively. He was everywhere. 4 steals, just did a great job, and really controlled the game. And we'll need him to do that going forward as well.
Well, what's this Waverly-Shell Rock team going to bring to the table tonight?
They're going to defend. They always defend. Nate does a great job. They always defend at a high level. Offensively, I think sometimes they struggle to score. But they're going to run their stuff. They're going to slow it down, muck it up a little bit, and try to, make us, kind of slow us down and try to get us out of what we want to do. They're going to be really good defensively in the first couple rotations. We've just got to be patient enough to swing it a couple times and attack closeouts. And, I think we can score. I think we can do some stuff. But, they'll be after us. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be prepared. they're going to be everything that we expect, And so, we're going to have to play well. We're going to have to, do the things we do, get out and run and use our athleticism, use our speed. And, in the half court, we're going to have to move the ball and share the ball and, make them guard. And then, obviously defensively, we're just going to have to pressure and do the things we do.
Well, it looks like they haven't lost a step after losing one of their key players here due to injury just a couple of games ago.
Yeah, no, they've got pieces, and he does a great job, and they've had a week to prepare. So, they'll be ready for us.
Coach, appreciate it. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Jeremy Ainley with pregame comments as we'll get to the boys' game after the girls' game. But the girls' game here, a halftime score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard saying 32 for Waverly-Shell Rock, 11 for Clear Lake. Back with more on the CLTEL halftime report after this. You're listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics,
real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques,
offset laser and screen printing, embroidery,
posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Back to Waverly we come. Our halftime score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, 32 for Waverly-Shell Rock and 11 for Clear Lake. Lions were outscored 16-9 in the first quarter and 16-2 in the second quarter. For Clear Lake, it's 4 for Jacelyn Ainley, 3 for Taylor Schwen, 2 for Ashley Amble, and 2 for Gwen Grimm. Playing and not scoring, Alex Tice, Aspen Hill, Maddie Logie, Maddie Reiser, Lily Beersford. And that's the balance of the book for Clear Lake. For Waverly-Shell Rock, 20 in the first half for Lizzie Frizzell. She had 6 field goals, including a three-pointer. She was 7 of 8 from the free throw line. It was 5 for Abby Frizzell, 2 for Brittany Bodensteiner and Addie Ott, and a 3 for Annika Ott. Playing and not scoring, Ava Leichman, Natalie Beck, a starter, Ella Walker off the bench, and Maddie Wheeler off the bench as well. 32 for Waverly-Shell Rock and 11 for Clear Lake. That's been the CLTEL halftime report brought to you by CLTEL. Entered it for you in Clear Lake and Ventura. Second half, we'll start with Waverly-Shell Rock with the basketball in under possession. The Lions, if you're listening to the radio, shooting away from us. We're in the Waverly-Shell Rock offensive zone, broadcasting high above the left corner. So if you're watching online at KRIBAM.com, follow along to the KRIB YouTube page. Things going left to right. Waverly-Shell Rock will go from right to left. The Lions will go from left to right here in the second half of play. Lions just combination of a couple of things. Just way too many mistakes for Clear Lake on the floor tonight. And Waverly-Shell Rock has been controlling the offensive rebounds. And that has been a tough thing for the Lions, who went scoreless for the first 5 minutes of the second quarter before getting their only tally on a layup by Jason Ainley. Ready to go here in quarter number 3. Glad to have you along here on KRIB, Mason City, Clear Lake. Live online, KRIBAM.com. Follow along to the YouTube page from the link at the top of the page. Go on to the basketball. Leichman now played, well, he's a little cut underneath on the right side from Leichman, who got a pass from Adiot, and it's tipped out of bounds. And it will go with Waverly-Shell Rock. Right baseline out of bounds. Goes into Natalie Beck. Handed to Frizzell from Adiot. Frizzell to the free throw lane. The top of the lane. Plays it back out to Adiot. Worked to the left side, Adiot. Now to Leichman. Leichman brings it across the lane to the right side for Adiot. She'll hand it to the right for Natalie Beck. Back out top, driving and having it stripped away is Adiot. As Amble tried to got a piece of it and tried to recover it, but was not successful. 1 second on the shot clock here. As the lob to the lane, Frizzell got it up in time, did not hit the rim. Shot clock violation it will go down as. And they will inbound. That's kind of the unfortunate thing about a shot clock violation in that aspect. Lions got the rebound. Now they have to inbound on the far baseline. Inbound to Ainley. Ainley on the near side, cuts back towards center court and across into the front court for Clear Lake. Ainley dribbles off to the right, now dribbles up the right side of the lane, lays it up and good. Ainley with 6. Waverly-Shell Rock 32. Clear Lake 13 with 7 minutes to go here in the third. Adiot across the right side of the timeline, now spins toward the lane, and the left side layup is up and no good. Rebound control by Aspen Hill for Clear Lake. Hill to Ainley. Ainley to the top of the key. Tries to use a pick of Amble. Plays it over the left side for Tice. Dumped inside. And it looked like Frizzell shoved away Amble on the pass inside, but no call. And now the transition on the way up and good is Adiot on the break to the other end. 4 for Ott. 34-13 Waverly-Shell Rock with 6:25 to go here in the third. Ainley across the timeline. Brings it to the top of the key from the left side. Looks to drive, and now she'll step back. Now she'll try to drive again. Kicks out to Tice. Fakes a 3, steps in. Jumper from the left side of the lane is up and no good. Tice chases her own rebound. Tried to fire it up, no good. Got it partially blocked now on the right side. Amble, no good on the right side layup. We got a whistle of a foul on Tice on the rebound. Clear Lake's first, and the team's third. Pardon me. Clear Lake's first and Tice's third. Be out of bounds for Waverly-Shell Rock on the far end. Frizzell across the timeline. Hands it off to the left for Natalie Beck. Beck toward the free throw circle. Hands it back out to Ott. Adiot to the left side for Adiot. On the left side, trying to spit her way to the lane, and she took an extra step before passing it across David Leichman. Well, the Lions, if they want to get back in this, they need to take advantage of every turnover and miscue here by Waverly-Shell Rock. Inbound to Ainley. And she will be guarded by Adiot. Ainley dribbles it up and across the timeline at center court. And she's given a couple of shoves to, well, there she got called. She gave one shove at the backcourt to Adiot. Didn't get called for that. The second time, she got caught. Ainley with her second foul. Team second in the quarter on the offensive foul. And now Frizzell will bring it up across the timeline for Waverly-Shell Rock. Frizzell off to the left for Natalie Beck. Beck a couple of dribbles, hands it to Adiot, dumps it in underneath for Frizzell, and she'll play a pass across the baseline. There's a 3 up and good from the right corner for Ava Leichman. Leichman with her first 3 of the night, 37-13 Waverly-Shell Rock. Ainley through traffic, but she lost the dribble. Hands it, gets stolen away by Frizzell. Bounce pass off for Leichman. Leichman drives, and she got blocked by Schwen. That'll be Schwen's second foul, the team's third.
Foul on number 11, Taylor Swin. Number 3, Ava Leichman.
Ava Leichman to the line to shoot a pair. Her first free throw is on the night. Leichman, 29 of 45 for 64%. Free throws up and good on the first. Waverly-Shell Rock, 13 of 19 from the free throw line tonight. Clear Lake, 0 for 2. Second free throw is good as well for Leichman. So Leichman with 5 quick points here in the third quarter. The lead back to 39-13. Haley dribbles in to the front court on the right side. Dribbles around the pick of Amble to the lane. She'll kick it back out. Work back out to Taylor Schwinn. Left wing three on the way. No good. And the rebound will be out of bounds off of Waverly-Shell Rock. And it'll be Clear Lake basketball on the right baseline. Haley to inbound. Skips it out to Schwinn out top. Dribbles into the free throw circle, trying to work her way in. Now she's trying to get around the defender and scoop up a layup. No good, but the foul is called. Schwinn to the line to shoot a pair. Lizzie Frizzell's first. Schwinn to the line, where she's 3 of 11 on the season. For the 5'8 junior. Taylor, free throw. Up and good.
24,
Quinn Grimm will check back in for the Lions to replace Ashley Amble. 4:47 left in the third. Waverly-Shell Rock 39, Clear Lake 14. Second one up, that's one's around the world and no good on the rim. The rebound, Lizzie Frizzell for Waverly-Shell Rock. A quick skip pass ahead. Layup no good though by Anagata. She had an open pass to the basket. The rebound controlled by Tice by Clear Lake. Hands it ahead to Ainley. Ainley on the right side, front court. Look to dribble in. She'll drift toward the right wing. Now gets a pick from Grimm. Did not advance it there initially. Now she'll play it to Grimm after stepping down. Grimm in the lane. Hook shot is up and no good from 12. Tice tried to tip the rebound, but it's controlled by the Goldhawks by Lizzie Frizzell. Frizzell across the timeline. She'll back her way in, and the left side layup no good. The foul is called, though. And for some reason, well, yeah, go ahead and let 6 seconds off the clock after the foul call. Taylor Schwinn's third foul, the team's fourth. And Lizzie Frizzell back to the line where she's 7 of 8 on the night. First one's up and good.
21, Maggie Wheeler in for the Goldhawks. Number 10, Lillian Beersford in for the Lions.
Lily Beersford will step in to replace Taylor Schwinn in the Clear Lake lineup. Maddie Wheeler checks in, 5'8 freshman for the Goldhawks. Second free throw's up. That one is good. 9 for 10 from the line tonight for Lizzie Frizzell. We approach the halfway mark of quarter number 3. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 41-14 in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Ainley to the front court. Picked up by Annika Ott. Grimm trying to set a pick to get her out of the way. Ainley drives, kicks it back out. Beersford at 3. No good. It hit the right side of the rim. Then it bounced all the way up to hit the shot clock. And that is out of bounds. So it'll be Goldhawk basketball on the far end. Natalie Beck out. Ava Leichman back in the lineup for Waverly-Shell Rock. And she'll make the inbound pass on the far baseline. Inbound quickly. Inbounds to Annie Ott. She'll play it ahead for Annika Ott. And, well, she got to the timeline. It's tipped away by Beersford a couple of times. And now we've got a whistle and a timeout before the 10-second call. As Waverly-Shell Rock will spend a 30-second timeout here with 3:40 to go in the third quarter. And Waverly-Shell Rock leads 41-14. So tomorrow night, girls game scheduled for 6 o'clock. The boys game will follow. Clear Lake and St. Edmund at Fort Dodge as right now St. Edmund a game back in the conference standings. Clear Lake with a perfect record. Algota and St. Edmund 1 game back in the loss column. Boys game, number 1 in 1A and number 2 in 3A. KRIB as well as KRIBAM.com with the video. Into the front court for Zell on the right side. She gets a shot up no good as she was bothered well by Grimm. The rebound control by Ainley for Clear Lake. Ainley skips it ahead to Tice. Tice fires a three. Got it. Alex with her first three. The Lions with their first three of the night. 41-17. With 3:15 to go here in the third quarter. Lions slap the press on. Skip pass into the front court. And dribbling in and laying it up on the left side, no good, is Adiat. The rebound controlled by Lackman. Lackman goes up. She got it blocked away by Gwen Grimm, who knocks it out of bounds. Right baseline will come the entry for the Go Hawks. Inbound to the right side. Adiat plays it back. Here's a three up and good for Lizzie Frizzell. Frizzell with 25, 44-17. With 2:50 to go here in the third. Ainley across the timeline. Ainley dribbles off to the right, tries to find a seam to go up, and she had it blocked away on her shot attempt by Frizzell, and now they call a jump ball, which will go in favor of Clear Lake. On the bounds of the right baseline with 21 on the shot clock at 2:41 left in the third. Skip out to Tice. She'll step to the free throw line. Left side of the key now, looking for help. She'll scoop it out to Ainley. Ainley traveled on the dribble from the top of the key. And she turns it over as Taylor Schwen will check in for Aspen Hill. The Lion lineup. Abby Frizzell will check back in for Waverly-Shell Rock to replace Adiat. Inbound to Lizzie Frizzell. She brings it across the timeline with 2:30 to go here in the third. Left side to Abby Frizzell. Down to the quarter for Maddie Wheeler. She'll bring it back out. David Lackman. Lackman, her pass fell off the mark as Lizzie Frizzell got confused on that pass, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds as Tyson Frizzell went for it. It'll be out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake in the backcourt. Inbound to Ainley. Ainley across the timeline, off to the right side. Goes back to the top of the key. Now tries to go up the right side, hands it back out to Beersford. Played over to Tice. Tice fires another three. That one is off the mark and out of bounds.
Number 12, Natalie Beck in for the goal.
Natalie Beck will check back in. Out of bounds, Waverly-Shell Rock on the far end with 1:58 to go here in the third. Pass in to Abby Frizzell. Double team to the corner. She'll skip it ahead to the front court for Maddie Wheeler. Wheeler drives, a bounce pass off, and the layup up and no good by Lizzie Frizzell. The rebound control on the right side by the Go Hawks by Beck. Dump back into Frizzell. Layup right side up and good. Lizzie Frizzell with 27. 46-17 with 100 seconds to go here in the third. Ainley in between the rings. Drifts off to the left. Now up a seam on the left wing. Lays it up and no good. And the rebound controlled by the Go Hawks by Abby Frizzell. Played ahead to Lizzie Frizzell. She'll drive to the lane. She'll throw it up. And she'll throw it up and good. Frizzell with 29. It's 48-17. Ainley top of the key. 1:10 to go here. She'll pop a three. No good. Rebound is controlled at the top of the key by Tice, who hands it right back to Ainley. She'll step in, and she gets fouled. It's only the second team foul for the Go Hawks.
Foul 21, Maddie Wheeler.
As Maddie Wheeler get charged with a foul. Ashley Amble and Maddie Reiser check back in for Clear Lake. And back in comes Ella Walker for Waverly-Shell Rock to replace Maddie Wheeler. Minute to go here in the third. Skip pass to the baseline out to Schwen. And the pass inside is tipped away and stolen away by Lizzie Frizzell. She goes up the lane. She ran right into Taylor Schwen and looked like from here that Schwen had set the charge and got the elbow, but not the call. As Schwen will foul her fourth. As Aspen Hill will check in. Schwen will step aside for Hill. And Lizzie Frizzell will step to the line to shoot two. Free throws up and good. Frizzell with 30. 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Free throws up. That one is good. So Frizzell with 31. It's 50-17. Hill across the timeline to the top of the key. She'll play it off to the right for Tice. Tice looks in. She'll skip it into Amble. Turnaround shot in the middle of the lane, no good. Rebound controlled by Abby Frizzell for Waverly-Shell Rock. Hands it off to Lizzie Frizzell. Plays to the corner. Here's a three up and short for Natalie Beck. The rebound fought for. Abby Frizzell plays it back out to Lizzie. A three up and good.
3-point basket, number 11, Lizzie Frizzell.
Frizzell with 34. 53-17. 20 seconds to go here in the third. Hill dumps it into Amble. Play back out for Beersford. Beersford to the lane. She tried to fire up a shot, got it blocked away out of bounds. With 5 seconds to go here in the third. And yeah, we're over the 35-point mark, unfortunately, for Clear Lake here. So time's going to run out here in quarter number 3. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 54 for Waverly-Shell Rock. It's 17 for Clear Lake. Back after this is Lions basketball here on KRIB. Watching live online at KRIBAM.com.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Newell. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Back we come to Waverly, where the Lions down 54-17 here heading into the fourth quarter. They were outscored 22-6 in the third quarter. Waverly-Shell Rock 18-23 from the free throw line. Lizzie Frizzell with 34 points on the night. And the Gohawks with the basketball and a running clock here to start period number 4. So this is the fourth quarter. Anacott, left side. She'll skip it back out to Natalie Beck. Beck over to the right for Adiot. Hands it back. Here's a three on the way up and no good for Ava Lackman. Rebound controlled by Jacelyn Ainley for Clear Lake. Brings to the front court on the left side. Dribbles to the free throw line. Hands it back out to Taylor Schwinn. Schwinn fires a three up and good. Taylor with her second three of the night. 53-20. 7:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pressure in the backcourt. Ott will skip it ahead to Lackman, who gets it across the timeline. She'll skip it over to the left side for Natalie Beck. Back to the lane. She double dribbled. Lizzie Frizzell will check back in for the Gohawks. Now the running clock continues until the Lions, if they can get it underneath 25 points, 35-point spread starts that running clock situation. If the Lions can cut it back under 25 and get that clock to normal timing rules. Ainley on the left side plays it to Schwinn, left quarter. She'll step along after faking a three. Back to Ainley, but travel on Schwinn. Out of bounds for the Gohawks on the far end. Bounce pass it to Annika Ott. Skips it ahead, David Lackman. Lackman across the timeline right side. Almost tipped away from behind by Aspen Hill. And now the Lions do create a turnover as Schwinn dribbling up court, and it's tipped away out of bounds. In favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Inbound to Lizzie Frizzell, 34 points on the night for her. Work to the front court, left side now to Natalie Beck. Plays it inside. Well, a give and go as Adiot gave her the pass. And now a two-shot foul as Ott goes in, and she gets fouled from behind.
Foul number 11, Taylor Schwinn.
Schwinn with her fifth foul, so she's disqualified with 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Lily Beersford will check in for her. Addie Ott will step to the line where she's 2 for 2 on the night. Free throws up and good on the first. 54-20. Waverly-Shell Rock with 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Reed no good on the second one. Ashley Amble the rebound for Clear Lake. Ainley across the timeline. Clock does stop on shooting fouls, so the clock did stop there. And of course, with the foul out situation, did stop as well. Ainley's layup on the left side is no good. The rebound tipped out of bounds in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Inbound to Addie Ott, skips it ahead. And blocking off Anikon with a double team, but she gets into the front court to Lizzie Frizzell. Down low to Ava Lackman. Her layup is blocked away by Ashley Amble, but it's recovered back by the Go Hawks, and it's shoveled inside. Lizzie Frizzell on the right side doorstep, up and in. Time on the floor with 5:14 to go here in quarter number 4. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says, actually take that back. It's going to be, well, it is going to be a timeout, I believe, charged. Or are they just going to make it a substitution timeout? Yes, they're just making it a substitution timeout, so keep it right here as Waverly-Shell Rock pretty much whole line change here. Ainley across the timeline. Dribbles down the right baseline. She'll kick it back out. Beersford fires a 3. Got it. Lily's first 3 of the night. 56-23 with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Full court pressure, but ahead to Ella Walker across the timeline for her. She'll play it to the right side for Maddie Wheeler. Back out. Worked out to Abby Frizzell. Frizzell on the left side plays it to Harper Morrison, who's fresh into the lineup. Pass back out, tipped away by Tice, but controlled back by the Go Hawks. On the right side, dribbling, Ella Walker. She'll play it back out to Frizzell, Abby Frizzell. Right side for Kinley Dietz, also fresh in the lineup, a 5'9" freshman. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and a heave-ho up and no good for Harper Morrison. Didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock violation. Maddie Reiser, Maddie Logie. And for the first time in the lineup tonight, Ava Kampmeyer. As we work our way to the halfway mark of quarter number 4 on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. It says 56-23. Favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Kampmeyer right side. Her pass back out off the mark. Controlled by Beersford, the top of the zone. Beersford trying to find the way to the step in. She'll kick it back out left side. There's a 3 on the way. Up and no good. But the right side rebound controlled by Waverly-Shell Rock on the miss by Maddie Reiser. Across the timeline, Maddie Wheeler plays it back out to Frizzell. Now to the left side. Dribbling up is Harper Morrison. Fires up a layup, no good. Rebound control, Beersford for Clear Lake. Beersford across the timeline, skipping ahead to Kampmeyer. Kampmeyer back out to Beersford, steps in, plays it back out. There's a 3 on the way, up and no good for Logie. Rebound tipped, controlled by the Lions, controlled by Reiser. Plays it back down to the quarter, a 3-point ball, the tip no good from the right quarter this time from Kampmeyer. And the rebound controlled by Maddie Wheeler for Waverly-Shell Rock. Wind down to 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. Worked over to the right side for Abby Frizzell, to the right quarter for Harper Morrison. Bounce pass it to give it go. Getting it after a little juggle is Frizzell. She missed the right side layup, then had the left side layup after she got the rebound blocked away. Now it's tipped out of bounds. And it'll be Clear Lake basketball on the far end. Elena Hartle checks in for Gwen Grimm. .230 to go here in the fourth. Maddie Reiser across the timeline. Reiser out top, dribbles around, hands it off to her right for Beersford. Beersford will lob it down low and a backdoor cut by Kampmeyer. Kicks it over the left quarter. There's a 3 on the way, up and no good for Reiser. The rebound right side, fought for, and they're going to call a jump ball or a foul here. They're going to call a foul.
Foul on number 10, Lily Beersford.
Lily Beersford with a foul, her first, and the team's second. Wind under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. In the front court for Maddie Wheeler. Back out top for Ella Walker. Now your top of the key three up and no good for Abby Frizzell. The rebound, an open one for Ava Kampmeyer for Clear Lake. Hands it to Reiser. Reiser to the front court. Beersford along three left wing. That is off the mark and out of bounds. And it'll be Waverly-Shell Rock basketball on the far end. Berkeley Smith checks in for Clear Lake. And Hannah Byers, a 5-foot senior, in for Waverly-Shell Rock. Morrison plays it to Maddie Wheeler. Wheeler to the left for Harper Morrison. Bounce pass to the inside and a turnaround shot up and no good by Hannah Byers, with the rebound controlled by Maddie Logie for Clear Lake. Down to a minute left here in the fourth. Left side, dumped in to Hartle. Turnaround shot no good. Rebound out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake with 52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lines inbound. Reiser on the right baseline. Skipped out, tipped away by Kinley Dietz. She'll go to the hoop, up and good for the layup. Dietz with her first two. 58-23. Smith across the timeline. 20 seconds to go here in the ball game. Smith had it, lost it, got it back. Plays it back out to Logie. Across for Reiser. Reiser will dribble it across, and they're going to hand it to Hannah Byers. Try to hand it to Hannah Byers to get her a hoop. She says, nope, I don't want it. And time runs out in the ball game. Waverly-Shell Rock 58 and 23 for Clear Lake. Final score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. We wrap up the girls' game after this here on KRIB.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
for the Lions just was not their night as Waverly-Shell Rock cruising to a 58-23 victory over Clear Lake. The number 6 team in Class 4A stays undefeated. The Lions take their first loss of the year as Waverly-Shell Rock improves to 11-0. And the Lions of Clear Lake, they dropped to 7-1 on the campaign. Waverly-Shell Rock led 16-9 at the end of one, and then they completely shut down Clear Lake in the second quarter as the Lions went to scoreless for the first 5 minutes and only had one bucket in the second quarter. They were outscored 16-2, and it was 32-11 at the halftime break. 22-6 third quarter advantage for Waverly-Shell Rock. They led 54-17 after 3. Running clock of the fourth quarter. Waverly-Shell Rock had 4 points. Of course, they got a lot of substitutes in, and 6 points for Clear Lake on the night. So final score 58-23 in favor of the Go Hawks. For Clear Lake, it looks like this. It was 7 for Taylor Schwinn before she fouled out with 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Jacelyn Ainley had 6. It was 3 for Alex Tice, 3 for Lily Beersford, 2 for Ashley Amble, and 2 for Gwen Grimm. Playing and not scoring, Ava Kampmeyer, Aspen Hill, Maddie Logie, Maddie Reiser, Berkeley Smith, and Elena Hardle. That's the balance of the book for Clear Lake. It was all Lizzie Frizzell's night. 36 points on the night for the 5'11 junior. 11 field goals, 3 of those were for 3. She was 11 for 12 from the free throw line. 36 points. She had 8 at the end of the first quarter. She had 20 at the half. She had 34 points at the end of 3, and then she played a little bit in the fourth quarter before being pulled with all the rest of the starters. So Frizzell with 36. Just a scattering for the others. 36 of the 58 points. 5 for Abby Frizzell. 5 for Ava Leichman. 5 for Adiot. 3 for Anacott. 2 for Kinley Dietz. 2 for the second leading scorer on the team, Brittany Bodensteiner. Playing and not scoring, Hannah Byers, as well as Harper Morrison. Natalie Becca started not scoring. Ella Walker, Maddie Wheeler off the bench playing in all 4 quarters. So the Go Hawks once again improved to a record of 11-0. They have a rated matchup again tomorrow night as they take on a third-ranked Mount Vernon team here at the gymnasium here in Waverly. For the Lions, they turn around and have to recover quickly as they will face St. Edmund at a North Central Conference contest. And once again, coming into the night, Clear Lake was 5-0 in the conference. Algona and St. Edmund are 4-1 in the conference, so that's going to be a key matchup to see how the Lions bounce back against the Gales tomorrow night in North Central Conference play. Join us at halftime for the CLTL halftime show of the girls game. We'll talk with, or the boys game, we'll have Anna Burness, the Clear Lake coach, join us for post-game comments during halftime of the boys game tonight. Let's get your final score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. It says Waverly-Shell Rock 58 and Clear Lake 23. Back to start the boys game after this here on KRIB, watching live online at KRIBAM.com.
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire's been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
It's time now for coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage is brought to you by CLTEL, North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, and Window World. Now, with all the play-by-play action of the Clear Lake Lions, here's Bob Fisher.
Back we come to Waverly as we get ready for the boys contest between Clear Lake and Waverly-Shell Rock here on KRIB. Live online as well at KRIBAM.com. Follow along to our YouTube page to watch Clear Lake Lions sports. Clear Lake number 2 in Class 3A in the new rankings that came out earlier this week. Facing a Waverly-Shell Rock team that comes in at 4-3. But Clear Lake had no problem on Tuesday night with Webster City outscoring the Lynx 25-9 and 25-5 in the second quarter on their way to a 67-29 victory. Waverly-Shell Rock comes in at 4-3. They played Center Point Urbana here in Waverly back on Saturday, and they held on for a 50-42 victory over Center Point Urbana. The Gohawks hosting Clear Lake tonight, and then they will travel to Grundy Center on Saturday. I was about ready to say in non-conference play, but once again, Waverly is playing as an independent here for the last couple of years. Lions, of course, led by Jackson McIntyre, is averaging 18.6 points and about 5 rebounds per contest, shooting 56% from the field. Waverly-Shell Rock, their leading scorer, Henry Rizika, was injured recently, and it sounds like he's out for the season. Is averaging 12.7 points per game before the injury. So their active leading scorer is Preston Baumover, a senior who's averaging 11 points per contest and shooting 38% from the field. As the Skohawk team looking to try to pull an upset in the series here between the Lions and the Gohawks. And you're looking back at the history of this series. Clear Lake has won 8 straight contests, dating back to February of 2014 when Waverly-Shell Rock won a sub-state tournament game 68-60 against the Lions then. But the Lions have won 8 straight against the Gohawks, and they'll try to make it 9 here tonight. Last year, Clear Lake with a 55-44 victory, as Titan Schmidt had a 17 on the night. Thomas Meyer and Jackson McIntyre added 13. It was Luke Frizzell, the graduated senior, had 27 on the night for Waverly-Shell Rock. Starting lineups, play-by-play. Clear Lake and Waverly-Shell Rock in the boys' game. Back after this here on KRIB, online at KRIBAM.com.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Clear Lake and Waverly-Shell Rock in the boys' game. Here's the starting lineups for Clear Lake. Jackson McIntyre at 6'2" and a junior. McIntyre, 18.6 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.6 assists per game, shooting 56% from the field. He is 7-13 from three-point range and 79% from the free throw line for McIntyre, the 6'2" junior. Trevor Theobald at 6'1" and a senior, 11 points and 6 assists per game, 45.5% from the field, 38% from three-point range.
And the home team on the scoreboard, let's hear it.
And 50% from the free throw line for Trevor Theobald, the 6'1" senior. Luke Furman at 6'1" and a senior, averaging 5 points and 5 assists per game, 41% from the field and 50% from the free throw line, 4 of 9 from three-point range. Carson Reiser at 6 foot and a junior. Reiser 9.6 points, 3 rebounds per game, shooting 34% from the field, 29% from three-point range, and 44% from the free throw line. And Max Larson, the senior, at 6'4", rounds out the lineup. Larson 5.8 points and 4 rebounds per contest, 36% from the field, and 77% from the free throw line. For Waverly-Shell Rock, the starters look like this. Brady Bodensteiner at 6'1" and a senior, 6.6 points, 3.6 rebounds, 3 assists per contest, shooting 38% from the field, 3 of 16 for three-point range, and 64% from the free throw line. Jaden Stevens at 6 foot and a sophomore, 7.6 points, 4.3 rebounds, 4.6 assists per game, shooting 48% from the field and 60% from the free throw line. Thomas Meyer Lillibridge at 6'3" and a senior, 3.7 points, 3.7 rebounds, shooting 31% from the field. Jack Wiedemeyer at 6'1" and a senior. Wiedemeyer 3 points and 2 rebounds per game, shooting 54% from the field. And Sean Howard at 6'5" and a senior. Howard 6.4 points, 5 rebounds per game, 59% from the field, and 62% from the free throw line. Lions averaging 68.8 points per contest. The Gohawks 55.1. Lions shoot from the field 46%, 42% for Waverly-Shell Rock. The Lions with 39 made threes and 105 attempts for 37%. The Gohawks 37 made threes and 140 attempts, shooting 26.4%. The free throw line, Clear Lake shooting 69%, 58% for Waverly-Shell Rock. So there's your starting lineups. We want to thank the IT crew here at Waverly-Shell Rock High School for getting us set up to tap into their camera tonight, so we can see the angle from the traditional side of the court angle as opposed to where our broadcast position is. We are up high in the quarter, and if you're watching online, it would be the left quarter, way up high above that in the Lions offensive zone this time around. As the Lions will go from right to left, wearing their black uniforms with gold numbers, and the Gohawks away with the Waverly-Shell Rock white uniforms and black numbers. Gohawks with a tip. Sean Howard with the win there. And they'll get it to Jaden Stevens as we're underway here in the boys' game. Glad to have you along on KRIB, Mason City, Clear Lake, KRIBAM.com. Feed to the inside, layup up and good for Sean Howard on the right side glass. Howard's first 2-0 Waverly-Shell Rock. Lions with their first offensive possession. McIntyre over the left side for Theobald. Theobald, play back to McIntyre. He'll drift off to the right and play it back out. Actually, Furman back out to Theobald. Theobald back to the right side. Here's McIntyre. He took a shuffle step from the dribble, and the Lions with the turnover. Inbound to Jaden Stevens, the backcourt. The Lions drop back defensively. Bring it across the right side of the timeline. Played off to the right for Thomas Meyer-Lillibridge. Out top for Sean Howard. His pass tip and controlled by Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner brings it back between the rings and dribbles off to the right side. Down the right baseline for Stevens, who steps in the right baseline, kicks it back out. Here's the top of the key three, up and good for Sean Howard. So Howard with the first 5. It's 5-0 in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock with 7 minutes to go here in the first. Front court, Clear Lake, right side Theobald. Plays it back out top for Larson. Larson back to Theobald on the right side. Roll pass back as Larson drops down the right baseline. He tries to move his way in. They'll play it back out to Theobald in the right quarter. Theobald hands it to Larson. Back to Theobald, who steps up the right side baseline. Kick back out. It's tipped away on the bounds by Thomas Meyer-Lillibridge. And Clear Lake will have 15 to shoot here, with the inbound coming on the right baseline. Furman to make the entry. Lobs it out to Larson. Back to Furman, who comes out on the right side. Now step into the key and kick it back out. Here's a 3 on the way. Up and good from the left wing for Trevor Theobald. Theobald with his first 3. Waverly-Shell Rock 5-3 the lead with 6:30 to go here in the first. Front court, Brady Bodensteiner across the timeline. Brady Bodensteiner, we should say. Played to the left side now for Stevens. He'll bring it back to the top of the key. Plays it off to the left for Wiedemeyer. Back out top for Stevens. Right side, here's Bodensteiner. Step to the free throw lane. He'll kick it back out to Meyer-Lillibridge. Round the horn from right to the left quarter for Stevens. He tries to cut in, but gets cut off on the baseline. Whistle to travel called as the pass out to the top of the key, and Howard tried to drive. He took an extra step going in. 6:05 to go in the first. 5-3 Waverly-Shell Rock the lead. Inbound the far end of Theobald. He slowly brings it up across center court. Hands it off just to the left side of the top of the key for McIntyre. Out top for Larson. Back out to the left side for Theobald. Theobald dribbles out to the top of the key. Steps in, kicks to the corner. Driving from there is Furman. He'll kick it back out to Theobald. Theobald on the right wing. Dribbles down to the quarter. He'll pop a 3. No good. Rebound almost to the hands of McIntyre, but Wiedemeyer will get it for Waverly-Shell Rock. Played ahead. Bodensteiner to Stevens on the left side of the front court. He'll play it back out on the right side for Wiedemeyer. Skip back out left side for Bodensteiner. Left quarter for Stevens. Inside for Howard. Left side of the key. He'll cut across the key. Lays it up and no good on a hook shot. And the rebound controlled by Max Larson for Clear Lake. Larson to Theobald. Theobald across the timeline. Hands it off to McIntyre. McIntyre plays to the left quarter for Furman. Furman steps in. Left side of the key. Took a travel as he tried to step in and position up for a shot. 5:04 left in the first quarter. 5-3 Waverly-Shell Rock the lead as they substitute. Elijah Wheeler checks into the ball game, as well as Preston Baumhover. Lions will substitute as well. Kobe Orts, as well as Braden Watkins in. to replace Larson as well as Furman. Front court into the front court for Bodensteiner on the right side. He'll bring it back to the top of the key. Hands it off to the right for Baumhover. Back out to Bodensteiner. Left side work down. Peter Grading also to the lineup for the Go Hawks. Worked around the perimeter from left to right. Grading passed inside, tipped around, and a whistle and a foul called. First one of the ball game.
Foul number 15, Kobe Ort.
Kobe Ort with his first, team's first. Out of bounds right baseline for the Go Hawks. Inbound, skip back out top for Grading. Left side for Meyer Lillibridge. Back out top for Wheeler. To the right side for Bodensteiner, who drives and lays it up, blocked away by McIntyre. Go the other way with Watkins. Watkins to the front court, hands it off to Theobald. Theobald right side, hands it back. Here's a right wing three for Reiser, up and no good. And the rebound controlled at baseline by the Lions by Ort. Back out to McIntyre on the left wing. Down the quarter. Here's another three from Reiser. Got it this time.
23.
Carson with his first three of the night. Lions take the lead 6-5 with 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. Front court, Meyer Lillibridge on the right wing. Almost has it tipped away, but he controls his dribble. And play it on top for Wheeler. Wheeler, left side, the free throw line, hands it off to Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner will kick it back across the right side for Meyer Lillibridge. Trying to dribble from the right wing, lost the dribble, picks the basketball back up, and a hand check foul called on Jackson McIntyre. His first of the team's second. Be out of bounds to the right baseline for Waverly-Shell Rock. Halfway through quarter number one, 3:54 left in the first. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard scores says 6-5 in favor of Clear Lake. Skip back out, top of the zone right side for Grading. Between the rings for Baumhover. He'll play it down at the top of the key for Wheeler. Back to the left side for Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner plays it inside, right side. Wheeler plays it back out in the right quarter for Meyer Lillibridge. Now to the inside, up and good for Elijah Wheeler. Wheeler with his first two of the night, 7-6 Waverly-Shell Rock. 3:33 left to the first. Roll pass across the lane from left to right. Here's Kobe Arch for the layup from the assist from Carson Reiser. And the Lions take the lead back at 8-7 with 3:25 to go in the first. Go Hawks to the front court, working around the perimeter from right to left to Baumhover. And bring it back out. The skip pass and a little give it go play. Wheeler did not cut down after the pass made. And it's out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake on the Go Hawk turnover. Theobald out, Furman back into the Lion lineup. Jaden Stevens back in for Waverly-Shell Rock. Among the substitutes for them here. As Furman will bring it up across the timeline, hands it off to Watkins. Watkins gets a pick to the top of the key. It goes, hands it off to McIntyre to the right side for Reiser. Reiser out top on the right side and hands it off to Furman. Furman looked to drive in. He'll step to the top of the lane and hand it off to Reiser. Reiser will pack it out from the top of the key to Watkins. Inside for McIntyre. To the jumper in the lane from 13 is up and no good. Rebound Ort will kick it back out. Here's Watkins, a three on the way. That one is no good. Rebound McIntyre, right side layup up and good. Jackson's first two of the night. 10-7 Clear Lake. 2:35 to go here in the first. Stevens across the timeline, drifts from left to right to the right wing. He'll hand it back. Well, cutting the wrong way is Peter Grading. It's out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. Lions will substitute back in Trevor Theobald.
Number 1, Dylan Plague.
And Dylan Plague will check in for the first time tonight for Clear Lake. Lions inbound to the backcourt up by 3. Theobald to the timeline and across. Left side of the free throw line for McIntyre. Cuts across the free throw line to the right side. Driving from the quarter. Kick back out from Furman. Out to Plague. Back out top for Theobald. Theobald to the right side for Furman. Furman back out top. Plague left side quarter now for Theobald. Fires a three. No good. And the rebound tipped on the right side. Controlled by Ort. Ort trying to go up. No foul there. So it's punched away from him. And controlled by Grading. Played up to Stevens. Stevens will drive into the lane. And we've got a foul away from the basketball. And it'll be the Lions' third team foul of the quarter. As Max Larson will check back in. Replace Kobe Ort. McIntyre, that's his second foul. And Gage Larson will probably take that back. It's Isaac Brownlee will check in to replace Jackson McIntyre. 1:52 left here in the quarter. Out of bounds, Waverly-Shell Rock left baseline. Stevens plays to the free throw line. Stepping in from there is Howard. He got stripped away by Gage Larson. Larson will play it ahead for Furman. Furman drives to the right side of the free throw line, handed back to Plaguey, back out, around, now back over to Furman on the drive of the right side, goes up, got it blocked away, foul call on Sean Howard. His first and the team's first. And Furman to the line to shoot a pair. Furman.
Foul on 32, Sean Howard. 13, Luke Furman.
3 for 6 from the free throw line on the season. First one on the way is up and good.
Number 1, Brady Bodensteiner.
Brady Bodensteiner checks back in for Waverly-Shell Rock. Carson Reiser will check back in for Clear Lake. Grading out for the Go Hawks and Plaguey out for Clear Lake. 98 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clear Lake with an 11-7 lead. Furman's second free throw. On the way. Up and good. So Furman 2 for 2 on the trip. Lions build a 12-7 lead. Jaden Stevens dribbles past his coach. Now to the front court after getting a word from the coach. Stevens gets a return pass and tries to drive up the right baseline. Charge the calls. He laid out the elbow. His first of the team's second. Out of bounds for Clear Lake on the far end. Brownlee will inbound to Furman, to Theobald rather. Theobald across center court. Hands it off to his left for Brownlee. Back out to Reiser. Here's a 3 up and good. Carson's second triple. He's got 6, 15-7. The Lions build a lead up to 8. You wind down to a minute to go here in the opening frame. Stevens, right side of the front court. Hands it off to Wiedemeyer. Right back around left side for Bodensteiner. Down to the left corner for Baumhover. Back out to Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner looks to dribble in on the left wing, and he'll throw it up. No good. They're going to say a foul on the floor. On Clear Lake, it's the team's fourth. And it's on Reiser, it's his first. Out of bounds left baseline, a fresh shot clock, and 49 left here in the first quarter. Lob out, left side, the key for Stevens. Dribbles in, can't get the shot up. He'll play to the quarters, a 3 up and no good. For Bodensteiner, the rebound controlled by the right side by Howard, and he lays it up and good, no foul. Howard was 7. He'll step to the line to shoot 1. Trevor Theobald is first. Howard to the line, where he is 8 of 13 on the year for 62%. Free throws up and good. So Howard converts the old-fashioned three-point play. He's got 8 on the night. Into the lineup, Thomas Meyer-Littlebridge for the Go Hawks to replace Preston Baumhover. 40 seconds left in the first. 15-10. Line still up by 5 despite the old-fashioned three-point play. Theobald across the timeline. Drifts off to the right. Guarded by Jaden Stevens. And Theobald's going to run some clock off here. Down to 18. Down to 15, but 10 on the shot clock now. The verbal motion from Theobald, who drives up the right side of the key. Had it stripped away. Foul call. Team foul 3.
Foul number 2, Jaden Stevens.
Jaden Stevens, his second. And 9.8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Furman, right baseline, makes the entry. Skips it out to Brownlee. Brownlee to the left side for Theobald. Theobald looks to drive in, down to 3, and he fires up a shot from the free throw line. They're going to say a travel call before he got the shot off. So it'll be Waverly-Shell Rock ball with 2 seconds to go here in the quarter. Pass in to Wiedemeyer. Half-court shot is on the way. That is way short. First end of the first quarter score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, 15-10. Clear Lake leads Waverly-Shell Rock. We're back after this. This is Lions basketball here on KRIB Mason City Clear Lake and live online at KRIBAM.com. Follow along to the KRIB Clear Lake Lions YouTube page.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Newell. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutoBody.com.
Clear Lake basketball to start the second quarter. Interesting spot of the inbound, not at the timeline. It's about right side the hash mark where it be. I don't think they've changed that rule this year. There's a turnaround shot, but no good for Max Larson for the free throw line. The rebound, Bodensteiner for Waverly-Shell Rock. They bring it across the timeline, line with a 5-point lead. Left side, Wiedemeyer looks to dribble in for the left side. He'll play it back out to Meyer Lillibridge. Back around to Howard. To the right side, here's Stevens driving. He'll lay it up and charge the call again. And that's foul number 3 on Stevens. A couple of charges and another personal foul. That'll bring Preston Baumhofer in quickly into the lineup for Waverly-Shell Rock. So Stevens averaging body points per game. Has to sit here the rest of the quarter as he's gotten his third foul. Theobald across the timeline, drifts off to the left. Plays it back out top. Playing now to Reiser, who plays it across the baseline. Left quarter 3 on the way up and good for Isaac Brownlee. Brownlee's first 3 of the night. The Lions build the lead to 18-10 with 7:10 to go here before halftime. Sean Howard plays it back out to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer lost the handle, but gets back the basketball. Plays it back to Sean Howard. Howard on the right side plays it back out top for Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer across the top of the key. Hands it off to his left for Thomas Meyer Lillibridge. Now out top for Howard. Howard will hand it off to Bodensteiner. 10 to shoot as he drives the lane, and he got fouled on the floor. The first foul on Clear Lake in the second quarter of play.
Foul number 23, Carson Reiser.
Pressure Reiser's second. Braden Watkins will check in to replace Reiser. Lines up by 8. Bodensteiner will inbound for the Go-Hawks on the left baseline. Skip pass is tipped and controlled by the Lions as it was tipped by Watkins and controlled by Theobald. Theobald drives and kicks it back out to Watkins, back to the right quarter. Here's Brownlee's the 3 up and no good. And a 3-shot foul coming here on the foul by Waverly-Shell Rock.
Foul number 1, Brady Bodensteiner.
Brady Bodensteiner with his first. Waverly bench doesn't like that call.
Isaac Brownlee on the line for 3.
Isaac Brownlee will shoot 3 here. Brownlee, his first free throw attempts of the season for him. Free throw up and no good on the first. Second one is good. And Brownlee will get a third. 4 on the night for Brownlee, 19-10 with 6:33 to go here in the half. Third one is good. So 5 for Brownlee. It's 20-10. It's 6:30 to go here in the half. Full court pressure. Play to him, Baumhofer will play it in the front court for Meyer Lillibridge, who plays it back to Bodensteiner, now to Howard. To the right side for Baumhofer. The pass inside is tipped away, but a foul called on Theobald as the pass was inside to Sean Howard.
Foul number 11, Trevor Theobald.
Team second and Theobald second. Out of bounds on the right baseline for Waverly-Shell Rock. Bodensteiner slaps the basketball to send the players in motion. Hands it to Wiedemeyer. Back inside to Bodensteiner. A hook shot, no good. Rebound tipped in the lane. And it's going to be out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. Or is this going to be overruled or changed? Looks like it is. So Bodensteiner will inbound on the left baseline. Plays to the left side for Howard. Back to Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner looks to dribble on the left side of the key. Lays it up and no good. Rebound Larson. Max for Clear Lake. Hands it off to Theobald. Theobald front court. Bounce pass underneath. And coming was Watkins, but the pass was errant. It's out of bounds in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. Kobe Ort checks back into the Lion lineup to replace Isaac Brownlee. Anna Burness, the Clear Lake girls coach, will join us at halftime for the CLTL halftime report. Tough one for the Lions girls tonight. Front court for the Go Hawks, right side, Baumhover plays it out top for Wiedemeyer, to the left for Bodensteiner. Dumps it underneath, left side, Wiedemeyer tries to go up, he'll kick it back out. Here's Howard for the top of the key. He'll play it off to the right side, though, for Meyer Lillibridge. Played out top, 10 to shoot, Wiedemeyer. Left side for Baumhover, steps to the free throw line, and he gets fouled. 13 foul the quarter.
Foul number 25, Braden Watkins.
Braden Watkins with his first. So a fresh shot clock for the Go Hawks. Inbound left side for Wiedemeyer. Back to the left quarter. For Bodensteiner, back out to Wiedemeyer. Out top for Meyer Lillibridge, the right side for Howard. He'll play it off, and Baumhover spins the lane for the right side. He got tipped away, and Clear Lake with the basketball. Theobald drives, cuts across the lane to the left side. Kicks it back out to Ort. Ort drives, lays it up, no good, but the foul is called. And Kobe to the line to shoot a pair.
Foul on 32, Sean Howard.
Sean Howard's second.
15, Kobe Ort on the line.
Ort to the line, 3 for 4 from the free throw line this year for the 6'5" senior. First one on the way up. That is no good. Dylan Plague will check back in for Clear Lake. Replace Trevor Theobald. Elijah Wheeler will check back in for the Go Hawks, as well as Peter Graining, the 6'2" junior. 5:04 to go the half. Clear Lake with a 20-10 lead. Ort's second free throw is no good. The rebound, middle of the lane for Elijah Wheeler for Waverly-Shell Rock. Quickly ahead, Bodensteiner drives it through the lane. They try to fire it up. Got bothered by Ort, and it'll go out of bounds in favor of Clear Lake. Ort just kept up with them defensively, and Bodensteiner tried to get the shot around him, but was not successful. Here's Furman across the timeline, left side for Watkins. Watkins will play it back out to Ort to the right side for Furman. Furman back out top for Plague. Plague back to the right side. Work down to Watkins from Furman. Watkins right wing. Lobs it in for Ort. Ort right side of the key. Steps in. He'll play it back out left side. There's a 3 on the way up and no good for Furman. Rebound control though by Watkins. 3 to shoot. And now there's a shot by Planky. It's up and hits the back of the rim. Keeps the play alive. Rebound loose on the floor. Still loose. And it's going to be a controlled timeout here for Waverly-Shell Rock as Bodensteiner had control of the ball and got the timeout. 4:15 to go here in the first half. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 20-10 in favor of Clear Lake. Back after this here on KRIB.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
So Waverly-Shell Rock will inbound on full court pressure in the backcourt. It's skipped across to Graining. He'll play it back to Bodensteiner, who skips it toward the front court for Graining, who gets it across the timeline. Plays it over to Wheeler. To Bodensteiner, back to Wheeler. Wheeler inside the free throw circle, hands it off to Meyer Lillibridge to his left, and now back to the top of the key for Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner hands it off. Work to Wiedemeyer from Graining. He'll dribble to his left and play it off to Bodensteiner. Back into the inside, kick back out. There's a 3 on the way, up and no good for Wheeler, and the rebound controlled by the Lions. The shot clock goes off, but the Lions have control. Worked around. Watkins into the lane. He'll kick it off to the right side for Furman. Down to the corner for Plaguey. Plaguey back out top for Watkins. To the left side for Furman. Furman dribbles on the left side. Gets cut off. Skip it back out. It's tipped and controlled by the Lions. Here's Plaguey trying to step in from the left wing, but he'll play it back to Furman. Furman traveled as he tried to step in from the left side. Show the Lion turnover. Out of bounds for Waverly-Shell Rock in the backcourt. Elijah Wheeler inbounds to Bodensteiner. Brady Bodensteiner across the timeline. Hands it off to Elijah Wheeler. To the left wing for Wiedemeyer. Back out top for Bodensteiner. Bounce pass in for Wheeler. Wheeler tries to back his way in. And finally they call 3 seconds. That's exactly the call. Carson Reiser and Trevor Theobald backer take that back. It's Drake Thompson in the lineup for the first time tonight. Jackson McIntyre will also check back in. They're sitting most of the second quarter with 2 fouls. They'll replace Max Larson. Plaguey also out, and Kobe Ort steps aside as well. 3 minutes to go here. They're in the half, 20-10. Favorite Clear Lake. Furman across the timeline. Bounce pass off the right side of the free throw line. Thompson back to McIntyre. Right wing from 17. A shot up and no good. Rebound out to the free throw line where it's battled for and controlled by Elijah Wheeler for Waverly-Shell Rock. Hands it off to Bodensteiner between the rings for Grading. Grading drifts off to the right. Hands it back out top for Wheeler. Back out top for Bodensteiner. To the left side for Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer will skip it across out top for Meyer Lillibridge. Top of the key for Wheeler. And the pass, and he went from his feet down to his knees for Grading. It should have been a travel call, but no call. And now here's a pass to the left corner. Here's a 3-up and good for Brady Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner's first 3 of the night. Lion lead cut to 20-13 with 2:08 to go here in the half. Left side Watkins. Back out top for Reiser. Reiser on the dribble, had it tipped away. We control it by Wiedemeyer, playing it quickly to Grading. Grading back to Wiedemeyer. Lays it up right side and good. Wiedemeyer his first 2. Lion lead cut to 5 at 20-15 with 1:50 to go here in the half. McIntyre, right side Furman. Back into McIntyre as he cuts down right side. McIntyre to the lane, hands it back out. Here's Watkins driving and kicks it off. Here's a left wing 3, up and good for Drake Thompson. His first 3 of the night. Lion lead back to 23-15 with 1:30 to go here before halftime. Wheeler, top of the key in the front court for Waverly-Shell Rock, hands it off to Grading. Grading drives in the lane, scoops up a shot, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Wheeler. Wheeler throws it up and no good. Rebound put back up and good on the right side glass by Peter Grading. Grading's first 2, 23-17, Clear Lake with 1:10 to go here before halftime. Furman across the timeline to McIntyre. To the right side for Watkins. Back out to the top of the key for Reiser. Back to the right for Watkins. Watkins dribbles into the free throw lane. Hands it back out to Reiser on the left side wing. Reiser dribbles around the pick of McIntyre. Plays it to the right side. Now it's worked down to the right quarter for Furman. He'll dribble it into the lane. Bounce pass off for Thompson. Back out to Furman. 6 to shoot. Right wing from 18. No good for Furman. Rebound control by Grading for Waverly-Shell Rock. About 5-second difference between the game and the shot clock with 35 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And a timeout for Waverly-Shell Rock, as we'll keep it right here. It's a 30-second timeout with 34.9 seconds to go here before halftime. And it's scoring the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard of Clear Lake 23 and Waverly-Shell Rock 17. I have a player of the game, and Hannah Burness, the Clear Lake girls coach, with us at halftime here. Once again tomorrow night, Clear Lake and St. Edmunds, 6 o'clock for the girls. Boys follow here on KRIB, live online as well at KRIBAM.com. Waverly-Shell Rock, 3 timeouts left. As they spend both their 30-second timeouts. Clear Lake has the full complement of timeouts. 34.9 on the game clock and 30 to shoot. Here for the Go Hawks. Still inbound just inside the timeline on the right sideline as they face the basket. Bodensteiner will inbound, plays it in the backcourt for Wheeler. Wheeler hands it back to Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner across the timeline. Dribbles on the right side on top. And he'll skip the pass into Wheeler on the right side of the key. He'll kick it back out to Bodensteiner. He'll get control, dribble in, kick it back out. Here's a right quarter three on the way up and good for Preston Baumhover. Baumhover with his first three of the night. It's 23-20, 10 seconds to go here before halftime. Furman, top of the zone, right side, dribbles toward the between the rings. I'll hand it off to Larson. The top of the key three is up and no good. Rebound tipped around, and time is out here in quarter number 2. So the Lions held only to 8 points in the second quarter, while the Gohawks had 10 in the second quarter play. Our halftime score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Clear Lake 23 and Waverly-Shell Rock 20. Back with our CLTEL halftime report after this. CLTEL, internet for you, Clear Lake and Ventura. Back after this here on KRIB.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
The CLTEL fiber optic network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Back we come to Waverly. Our halftime score of the boys game, 23-20. Clear Lake with the lead here at the half on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. And Anna Burness, the Clear Lake girls coach, joins us for post-game comments after a tough loss tonight to a very talented Waverly-Shell Rock program. Or at least saw a lot of Lizzie Frizzell with that talent tonight as she had 36 points. But, Coach, just your reaction on this one. Obviously a tough one to take for your first loss.
It is, obviously. You're disappointed with the performance, but end of the day, like I told our team in the locker room afterwards, give me a game like this almost every single night, and I'll take it. In terms of the quality of opponent, the quality of the coach, quality of the team, players that we're going against, this is the stuff that's going to make us better. And we've had some quality opponents to this point, but nothing at this level. Obviously, a highly rated 4A team with some incredible talent on the road, about every piece of adversity that we could face. And this is what's going to make us better. This is what's going to make this team better. And so I guess it might be a little backwards way of looking at it. Obviously, we're disappointed with the loss, but yeah, give me this game every single day. This is we're going to get better from this. I didn't walk into the locker room and see a lot of faces that was woe is me. I saw a lot of people that I'm very confident we're going to take from this game and get better, and we're going to be a better team because of it.
Well, you look at building a schedule. A lot of people don't understand scheduling tough teams. In theory, does help down the line. I mean, we saw how many years did we see? To use an example, Mason City playing in that tough Central Iowa Metro League as a 4A school when most of those teams were 5A.
Yep.
Mason City would make the tournament with a with a regular season record at 12-9 or something like that, and then of course they would play 2 games in the 4A tournament. Yep. It's better to play teams like this and kind of have your girls learn from it. Absolutely. As opposed to going out and blowing out somebody else.
Absolutely, 100%, Bob. You hit the nail on the head. That's why we are very purposeful with our scheduling and how and the opponents that we want to face. Obviously, Waverly's right up there. You talk about 5A top-rated teams. We got Ankeny coming to town this year, and that's what we're striving for, and that's why we do what we do and the type of program that we want to be. This is the quality opponent we want to face day in and day out. We want to continue to push our team and get better from these situations. And so obviously I'm not a big moral victory. Obviously there are no moral victories to take from this one tonight, but I'm a guy. you play to win the game. And so obviously disappointed in that respect. Not disappointed in our team. If anything, I'm after seeing the faces on our players after this game, I'm more excited about our team.
Well, and they know they've got to just get this game behind them and learn some things from this game, obviously. But they've got to turn around tomorrow night and play St. Edmund, who's right behind your team in the conference standings right now, a game out.
Absolutely, a very important game. If I'm being honest, it's going to be a late night tonight. I was all in on Waverly-Shell Rock, but obviously we got to flip the page really fast and turn our attention to St. Ed's. Like you said, Bob, it's an incredibly important conference game in terms of what we want to accomplish in our conference this year, and we gotta flip the page and get ready to go tomorrow.
Who'd you bring up for a player of the game?
I brought up somebody who's. I told her as we were walking up here, this is long overdue. Taylor Schwen. You talk about somebody, no matter what the situation, she's gonna fight for you. I've been a Taylor Schwen fan since I was at Gardner, and I just seeing it, like, you see players, you're like, I like that player and the edge that she plays with and her versatility. We're always a better team with Taylor on the floor. Obviously, nobody probably played to the standards that they wanted to play to tonight, but you can always count on Taylor, and she's going to fight. She plays with an edge and a chip on her shoulder, and I'm probably the world's biggest Taylor fan. So obviously led our team in scoring tonight. Never once saw quitting her. Going up against some quality competition. She's always asked to guard one of their top players, no matter who we face, and so brought up Taylor Schwen tonight.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it.
Anna Burness with post-game comments. Taylor Schwen will step in now, and we'll talk about things that his coach said that definitely overdue to get you up here as a player of the game. And you just talk about what you've been trying to work on going from your sophomore year to your junior year here.
I've honestly just been really trying to not be so in foul trouble, I would say.
Ironic because you got fouled out tonight.
Yeah.
But tonight's game, Coach talked about this. He was happy with everybody's attitude after the game, saying, basically it sounds like you ladies are ready to move on to St. Edmund. You're not going to take too much pain off of this one.
Yep.
Talk a little bit more about what things you've been trying to work on.
Really just trying to shoot more, not just drive straight to the hoop, but just having more confidence when I'm shooting.
Just talk about the chemistry with this team this year.
I feel like we have a really good bond, all sticking together, just better than last year.
Well, what do you know anything about St. Edmund tomorrow night, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's St. Edmund tomorrow night,
yeah.
Right? So, all right, Taylor, we'll let you go. Congratulations on a good season so far. We'll wish you the best of luck. Probably talk to you again here soon.
Thank you.
All righty, Taylor Schwen, our player of the game, as we thank her and Coach Ernest for joining us here at halftime. And our halftime score of the boys' game here, 23-20. The Lions lost 58-23 in the girls' game tonight. Just an outstanding performance by Lizzie Frizzell. 36 points on the night for the 5'11 junior, as she had probably one of the best single game performances we've seen out of a individual against the Lions in a good long time. So Schwen had 7 to lead the way for Clear Lake, and she's our player of the game. We'll go to the second half of the boys' game in a couple of moments. It's 23-20 as the Go Hawks have cut the lead to 3 here heading into the second half. You're listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB, watching live online at KRIBAM.com.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Second half action from Waverly getting underway. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 23-20 as we wrap up the CLTEL halftime report, brought to you by CLTEL. Internet for you in Clear Lake and Ventura. Carson Reiser had 6 points. Isaac Brownlee with a 3 and 2 free throws to make 5 of the second quarter of play. 3 for Trevor Theobald, 2 for Jackson McIntyre, Luke Furman, and Kobe Orch. Drake Thompson, he also had a 3-pointer. And that's the balance of the book for Clear Lake. Max Larson, Braden Watkins, Dylan Plaguey all playing and not scoring. Waverly-Shell Rock led by Sean Howard, who had 8 first quarter points. As the goal hawks of the basketball to start period number 2. Half number 2, rather, period number 3. Jaden Stevens, who has 3 fouls, dribbles underneath, plays it to Bonesteiner. Now Stevens on the left quarter drives. He lays it up and good off the left side glass. Stevens' first 2 points of the night. It's 23-22. The Lions lead cut to 1. Front court, the Lions left to right. Look at your KRIB dial. Watching online as well at KRIBAM.com. Follow along through to the YouTube page. And Max Larson underneath the basket, lays it up and no good. And the foul is called.
Foul on 32, Sean Howard. 33, Max Larson.
Sean Howard, the foul, his 3rd and the team's 1st. Max Larson to the line, where he is 10 of 13 from the line this year. Free throw, first one is no good.
34,
Elijah Wheeler checks back in to replace Sean Howard. Picks up his 3rd foul of the night. Well, that's a key situation with him getting his 3rd foul here early, the leading scorer for Waverly-Shell Rock so far. Max Larson's 2nd free throw on the way up. That is no good. Rebound left side. McIntyre controls, and they'll kick it back out top for Theobald, who fires a 3. No good. Rebound, Max Larson handed it underneath, but it's stripped away by Jaden Stevens for Waverly-Shell Rock. Stevens to the front court, kicks it to the right corner, and work back out to the wing for Bodensteiner. He'll drive to kick it back out. 3 on the way up, and no good for Wheeler. And the rebound controlled by Theobald for Clear Lake. Theobald across the left side of the timeline of the front court. Tim hands it back out to McIntyre between the rings. Back to Theobald. And off to Furman and back to McIntyre. Out top to the right side, Reiser. Round the horn to the right corner. Here's a 3 on the way up and good for Trevor Theobald. His 2nd triple of the night. He's got 6. Lion lead back to 26-22. Front court, left corner. Wiedemeyer. Found it there. Plays it to Bodensteiner. Up the left baseline. Bounce pass off for Stevens. They've got a foul underneath before the shot was taken. Max Larson's 1st and the team's 1st. Out of bounds on the left baseline for Waverly-Shell Rock. Stevens to inbound. And he'll throw it out to the top of the zone for Wiedemeyer. Off to the right for Wheeler. Wheeler back out for Bodensteiner. Bodensteiner dribbles between the rings, drifts off to the right, hands it to Stevens. Out top for Wiedemeyer. Off to the left for Meyer Lillibridge. Now work back to the right side for Bodensteiner. He'll dump it down low, and it's over the head and out of bounds of Jack Wiedemeyer, and the Lions will inbound off the Go Hawk turnover. McIntyre inbounds to Theobald. Theobald across the timeline, off to the right side, hands it to Reiser. Reiser to McIntyre in the free throw circle. Hands it to his right for Max Larson. Larson out to Reiser on the left wing. Reiser to the top of the key. He'll kick it off to the right side for Thurman. Down to Reiser, inside for Max Larson. Right side move, up and good on the layup. She got through a pair of players. First two of the night. Inbound tipped away and controlled as Theobald got a pass on the tip. It is Reiser at 3, no good. And the rebound controlled by Bodensteiner for Waverly-Shell Rock. Bodensteiner across center court to the front court. Roll pass down to the right baseline. And a turnaround shot up and good for Elijah Wheeler. Wheeler with 4. 28-24. Clear Lake. 5:23 to go here in the third. Theobald across the timeline, right side. Dribbles down toward the corner, plays it back out to Reiser. Inside for Larson, right side of the post, hands it back out. Driving for the baseline is Theobald to the left corner. McIntyre drives at the baseline, layup in, good in the foul for Jackson McIntyre. No step to the line to shoot one.
Foul number 1, Brady Bodensteiner.
Brady Bodensteiner, his second. McIntyre to the line, not before Braden Watkins and Kobe Ort check in to replace Reiser and Max Larson.
Preston Bombover in for the Golhawks.
Preston Bombover checks in for Waverly-Shell Rock. McIntyre 22 of 28 from the line for 78.6%. McIntyre free throw up and good. So McIntyre converts the old-fashioned three-point play. So he's got 6 on the night. Full court pressure as it skipped into the front court now. Wiedemeyer to the left side for Bombover. Plays it back out to Wheeler. To the right for Meyer Lillibridge. He'll dump it down low. Open is Wheeler. He tried to go up. He's quickly triple teamed underneath. Kick back out. Here's Meyer Lillibridge rather. And up and good with the 3. Thomas Meyer Lillibridge with his first 3 of the night. 31-27. Clear Lake up by 4 with 4:44 to go here in the third. McIntyre between the rings. Getting a pass for Furman. Jackson drives up the lane. He got it blocked away, stripped away completely by Elijah Wheeler. Wheeler is 6'5" senior, hands it off to Bodensteiner. Back to Wheeler, top of the key. He'll play it off to the right for Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer plays it back out. Meyer Lillibridge hands to the free throw line for Wheeler. Back to the top for Bombover, to the right side for Bodensteiner. Now bounce pass in for Wheeler. Turnaround shot is up and good. Wheeler with 6. 31-29. Clear Lake up by 2, halfway through quarter number 3. 4 minutes to go on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Front court Theobald, hand check call on Thomas Meyer Lillibridge, his first of the team's third.
Foul number 10, Thomas Meyer.
Reiser and Max Larson will check back in to replace Furman and Kobe Ort. Back in is Peter Graining for Waverly-Shell Rock to replace Thomas Meyer Lillibridge. Clear Lake out of bounds, left sideline out top. The inbound will be to Theobald for McIntyre. Theobald, left wing, dribbles it out to the top of the key and across to the right side. Right wing, 18-foot jumpers, no good. Rebound McIntyre on the right side. McIntyre drives toward the hoop. He'll go up, no good, but he drew the foul. And 2 shots to come here for Jackson McIntyre.
Foul number 20, Peter Graining.
Peter Graining's first. McIntyre to the line. He just made a free throw moments ago. First one up, and that one is swished through. 7 for McIntyre. Clear Lake 32, Waverly-Shell Rock 29. 3:44 to go here in the third. Second free throw. McIntyre makes that as well. So McIntyre with 8. 6 here in the third quarter. It's 33-29. Tripled on the inbound. And the Golhawks turn it over as losing the basketball was Bodensteiner. The out of bounds on the right sideline for Clear Lake in the offensive zone. McIntyre will inbound to Theobald. Theobald at the top of the zone. Dribbles across from right to his left to set up between the rings. Plays it off to Reiser on the right wing deep. He'll dribble it to the top of the key and play it off left side. Theobald found about a 3, dumps it down to Max Larson, who spins his way up the left baseline and lays it up and in. Larson spun around the defender and got to the basket. 35-29. Clear Lake. Larson with his 4th point of the night. Up to the timeline. Graining plays it across to Bodensteiner. Dribble to the top of the key. Hands it off to his left for Bombover. Back out to Bodensteiner. Back over to Bombover. Fires a 3. No good. Rebound middle of the lane for Wheeler. Wheeler goes up again and no good. The rebound tipped around and finally controlled by McIntyre in the left quarter. Hands it out to Theobald. Quickly front court. Watkins drives. He'll hand it off to Larson, who lays it up and no good, but he drew the foul. It's team foul number 5 on Waverly-Shell Rock here in the third quarter.
Foul number 20,
Peter Groening's second foul.
33,
Max Larson to the line where he's shooting 2. First one on the way up. That is no good.
Number 2,
Jaden Stevens back in the lineup.
For the Go-Hawks.
(35-29). Clear Lake 2:50 to go in the third. Larson's second free throw is on the way up and no good. And the rebound off the right side for Jaden Stevens for Waverly-Shell Rock. Stevens across the left side of the timeline. Dribbles toward the top of the key and hands it off to his right for Baumhover. Work back out. Wheeler to the left for Wiedemeyer. Work back around the horn to the right side. He's driving is Stevens, and I'm going to call a push off on Max Larson on the kick back out by Stevens. Max's second, team second. Out of bounds, right baseline. Waverly-Shell Rock in the offensive zone. Inbound. Stevens on the right wing. Bounce pass back into Bodensteiner. Right side of the post, tries to move, and he'll scoop one up off the glass too strong. And the rebound, Max Larson for Clear Lake. 2:22 left here in the third. Theobald across the timeline. Hands it off the right side for Watkins. Back around the horn, right to left, down to the left corner. Faking a three and stepping along and laying it up and good is Trevor Theobald. Theobald with 8. 37-29. Clear Lake with 2:05 to go here in the third. Front court. Here's Groening. Plays it back out to Stevens. Stevens on the dribble and plays it to the left corner. Here's a 3 for Baumhover, up and no good. Open rebound for Jackson McIntyre. Hands it off to Theobald across the timeline as the Lions try to go up by 10. Whistle. And a charge called, or offensive foul called, we should say.
Foul on 33, Max.
They're going to say Larson underneath, committing the foul. It's his third and the team's third. Larson aside. Kobe Ord will step in for him. Sean Howard with 3 fouls will check back in for Waverly-Shell Rock to replace Elijah Wheeler. And back in Thomas Meyer-Littlebridge as well for the Go-Hawks to replace Bodensteiner. 1:45 to go here in the third. 37-29. Clear Lake with a lead. Inbound Stevens. Lines with full court pressure. Up ahead for Meyer-Littlebridge. To the front court it goes for the Go-Hawks. Left side. Baumhover plays it back out for Groening. Over to Howard. Howard right side of the free throw line is passed back out. Stolen away by Reiser. Bounce pass across on the break. The layup on the right side up and no good. But the foul is called and Furman will step to the line to shoot a pair.
Foul on number 2, Jaden.
Foul is on Jaden Stevens. That's his 4th.
Furman on the line for 2.
And Luke Furman to the line where he's 2 for 2 on the night. Bodensteiner will check back in for Stevens as he'll go to the bench with 4. Free throws up and in and out, no good. Isaac Brownlee checks back in for Clear Lake to replace Jackson McIntyre. So Stevens to the bench with 4 fouls and 2 points, and he is not happy with himself. So he goes to the bench. Here's Furman's second free throw. That is up and good. So Furman 1 for 2 on the trip. He's got 3 points. And it is 38-29. Front court through the press. Here's Meyer-Littlebridge, drives the right side and stops at the bottom of the lane. Good in the foul on the layup. He'll step to the line to shoot 1.
Foul number 43,
Isaac Brownlee's first. Jermaine Lee wanted to travel on that. But obviously did not get the call. Meyer-Littlebridge, 4 for 4 from the line, 5 for 5 for the season. So he makes the old-fashioned 3-point play. 38-32. Clear Lake up by 6 with 75 seconds to go here in the third. Furman on the dribble on top to the top of the key. Reiser. He'll step back and pop a 3. No good. Rebound is ripped down and controlled by the Lions. As it was Ort falling down, now the pass back. Furman dribbles it off his leg, and it's controlled by Waverly-Shell Rock in their front court. 55 to go here in the third quarter. Play back out for Bodensteiner to the left side for Meyer-Littlebridge. Back out top for Howard. Howard hands it off at the top of the key for Baumhofer to the left side corner. Graining drives, and he gets fouled on the floor. But it is the 15th foul, so the bonus will be shot here by the Go Hawks.
Foul on number 43.
Isaac Brownlee second.
Number 20, Peter Graining on the line for 2.
And to the line will step Peter Graining to shoot 2. Graining 2 for 6 coming into the ball game, and he makes the first. McIntyre back in. Trevor Theobald back in as well. Shane Newsom, a 5'11 junior, checks in for the first time tonight for the Go Hawks. 41.8 seconds to go here in the third. And Graining with an opportunity to cut the lead from 5-4. And it's short, and the rebound fought for. Layup blocked away from behind by Ord on the attempt by Howard. Loose ball controlled right side of the KRIB. Graining will back it out on the right side. Play back to Bodensander, top of the zone right side, guarded by Theobald. Theobald out top. Bodensteiner just dribbles out at the top of the zone. 13 left on the shot clock, 20 to go on the game clock. Bodensteiner continues to dribble down to 9 and 8. Now he makes a motion, tries to shake the defenders. He dribbles on the right side. Behind the back pass to Howard. Howard on the right side. He got fouled, looked like he traveled. Fouls on Theobald, it's his third.
32,
Sean Howard to the line where he's 1 for 1 on the night. First one up, that is good. Howard's first point since the first quarter, 38-34. Jack Wiedemeyer will check in for him if he makes the second free throw. And he does do that. 10 for Howard. 38-35, Clear Lake with 8.7 seconds to go here in the third. Lions will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter, so an opportunity for making on both ends here. Here's McIntyre, right wing three at the horn, no good. Time's out here in quarter number 3. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says Clear Lake 38 and Waverly-Shell Rock 35. Both teams with 15 points in quarter number 3. The fourth quarter is next. You're listening to Lions basketball on KRIB. Watching online at KRIBAM.com. Follow along to the YouTube page.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
This is the fourth quarter. The Lions only up by 3 against Waverly-Shell Rock. 38-35. Quarter number 4 starts with Clear Lake with the basketball. Top of the key, Kobe Ort. Dribbles once, hands it off to his right for Theobald. Over to Reiser. Reiser dribbles across from left to right to the top of the key and hands over to Furman. Furman back left side. There's a 3 up and good for Trevor Theobald. Theobald's third 3 of the night. Lion lead back to 6 at 41-35. Full court pressure on the inbound. Wiedemeyer gets it in the front court. Skips it back out to Sean Howard. To the left side is Bodensteiner at 3. No good off the back iron. Rebound Theobald for Clear Lake. Theobald across the timeline. Drifts off to the right. Hands it over to Reiser. Back out top for McIntyre. Left side around the horn we go. Here's another 3 on the way up and no good by Theobald. And the rebound controlled by the Lions by Ort. Hands it back out to McIntyre. Lions will reset the offense here with 7:10 to go in the fourth. Hand it over to Theobald, top of the zone, left side. Theobald dribbles in between the rings. He'll skip it across right side for Reiser. Reiser at the top of the key, left side over to Theobald. Will play it back to Furman. Now back to Reiser, who drives the left wing, lays it up and no good. And the rebound tipped around, still loose. And still loose on the floor as it's safe from out of bounds. And we've got a, well, what do we got for a call here? A foul.
Foul number 23.
On Carson Reiser and a loose ball foul. It's his third and the team's first. And the out of bounds for Waverly-Shell Rock. The far end with full court pressure. Bodensteiner in the backcourt. Hands it back to Howard. Quickly ahead to Meyer Littlebridge. Work back around to Bodensteiner. And they get it across right in time with 9 of the 10 seconds elapsed. Meyer Littlebridge cuts across. He'll hand it off right wing. A three, no good from Baumhover. And the rebound control is Theobald to bring it up court for Clear Lake. Lob pass to the lane for Ort. Ort backs it out. Hands it off left side. Furman will step in. 15-footer left wing, no good. Rebound tipped by Ort on the hands of Meyer Littlebridge. But Meyer Littlebridge gets the basketball in the right quarter. Hands it over to Baumhover. Baumhover across the right side of the timeline. Dribble to the top of the key. Hands it off to his left for Meyer Littlebridge. Back out top for Howard. Howard looks. Bounce pass off left side for Wiedemeyer. Back out. Driving is Howard from the top of the key. Lay it up and good. Sean Howard with 12. Lion lead kept back to 4 at 41-37. With 5:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass to the inside, Ort. Ort spin move on the right side. Trying to go up. He'll lay it up finally and good. Ort with 4. Timeout Clear Lake. 5:40 to go here in the fourth. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard says 43-37 in favor of the Lions. Back after this minute timeout on KRIB.
Hi, this is Brian McIntyre. Since 1992, Glenn's Tire's been earning your trust one vehicle at a time. You can rely on our experience, integrity, and fair prices. We are proud to be locally owned and operated and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Glenn's Tire, Highway 18 West, Clear Lake. Go Lions.
This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Hawkeye Auto Body is famous for providing the extras that make your life easier. Extras like our convenient drive-through estimating bay. Our certified technicians have over 150 years experience in all types of collision repair. They always go the extra mile to ensure your family's safety. We value our customers and feel you deserve extraordinary service every time. Call, stop by, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Back to Waverly, 43 for Clear Lake, 37 for Waverly-Shell Rock on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Lions spend their first timeout. With 5:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Waverly-Shell Rock will inbound after the Lion made basket on the far baseline, which they can run. The Lions will drop back, though, to half-court defense. Jaden Stevens with 4 fouls are bringing up across center court. Hands it off to the left for Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer just off the top of the key. Lob pass back door, and the layup no good by Sean Howard. And the rebound control by Clear Lake as Max Larson will play it to Trevor Theobald. Theobald to the front court. Reiser back out top. McIntyre left side. Furman down the corner for Theobald. Back around the horn we go from left to right. Reiser inside for Larson. Larson, post move right side. He will try to get up here. And he'll kick it back out. What are they going to call here? Foul call.
Foul on 32, Sean Howard.
Sean Howard, his fourth. So now 2 players with 4 fouls for the Go Hawks on the floor. With Stevens and Howard. And now here's Elijah Wheeler. He'll check in, I would assume, for Howard. And Howard will see how long he sits here on the bench. Inbound to Larson. Back to the right quarter for Theobald. Whistle and a charge called on the offensive foul called on Clear Lake.
Foul on 33.
And that's the second offensive foul on Max Larson on the night. It's his 4th. So now the Lions have 1 player with 4 fouls with Max Larson. 3 apiece for Trevor Theobald and Carson Reiser. Wheeler, left side. Wiedemeyer drives. Left side of the key. Kicks back out. And the pass out stolen away by Reiser. He's got an open hoop, and it's laid up and good as Bodensteiner trying to block it away, but Reiser makes the layup. Reiser with 8. Lead back to 8 at 45-37. With 4:40 to go here in the fourth. And a loose basketball tipped away. We're going to have a jump ball, which will go in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. As Larson was tied up on the floor after the tip away. And it will be alternate possession in favor of the Go Hawks. Braden Watkins will check back in
25, Braden Watkins in for the
to replace Trevor Theobald. Out of bounds, right baseline for Waverly in their offensive zone. It'll be a pass 3/4 of the court back into the backcourt for Stevens. Stevens across the timeline. Hands it off to the left side, top of the key for Wiedemeyer. Whistle to foul underneath. Is it on Max Larson? If it is, it's fifth. It's on Larson. Larson's disqualified with 4:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. So a tough loss for the Lions there. As Larson will step to the bench here. Jeremy Ainley will take his 20 seconds before putting back in Kobe Ort in the lineup.
Number 15, Kobe
With
Ort.
4:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. So it is a common foul, so it'll be out of bounds on the left baseline in the Waverly offensive zone. Stevens plays it out left side for Wheeler. Skips it across right side for Baumhofer, who looks to drive. On the right baseline, he's cut off by Furman. Pass back out, tipped away, but Bodensteiner gets it back. Bodensteiner looked like he might have stepped on the timeline. Jeremy Ainley on the court trying to say that. Here's a three that's off the mark for Baumhofer. And the rebound fought for. Jump ball will be called between Watkins and Bodensteiner. And this time the arrow goes in favor of Clear Lake.
Number 11, Trevor
Theobald, after a quick breather, checks in. And Furman will get a quick breather here as well for the final stretch. Whistle. And Waverly-Shell Rock wants a 30-second timeout, or Clear Lake wants a 30-second timeout. 4:14 to go here in the fourth. And we'll keep it right here. Once again, tomorrow night, girls game at 6, boys game follows Clear Lake and St. Edmund. Here on KRIB and live video online, head to KRIBAM.com and follow along to the YouTube page. Saturday, the Clear Lake Invitational will have the live video going for you. We'll have the crowd mic turned up so you can hear the public address announcer announce all the matches. And so tune in. You can watch action all day long at KRIBAM.com. Both teams with 3 timeouts to go. Possession arrow goes in favor of Clear Lake at this point, I believe. After the inbound here. Now I take that back. It's now in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock off of that jump ball. As Theobald comes up and brings it across the timeline. Play it back out to Watkins. The right side, McIntyre looks to drive on the right wing. Get cut off and play it back to Watkins. Watkins drives, he'll lay it up, and good for him. Braden Watkins with his first 2 of the night. 47-37, the Lion lead of 10 here with 3:50 to go in the fourth quarter on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. Stevens dribbles underneath, kicks it back out at 3, no good for Wheeler. And the rebound and a travel call on Clear Lake as McIntyre got the rebound but was run out of bounds. Out of bounds on the right baseline for Waverly-Shell Rock. Bodensteiner skips it out right side. Stevens back into Bodensteiner. Tries to back his way into the lane. They'll play it across the lane for Wheeler. They'll hand it back out to the left side for Wiedemeyer. Bounce pass down to Wheeler again. Left side, kick back out. Wiedemeyer fakes a 3, steps along, tipped away by McIntyre, but control back. Now it's kicked over to the right side. There's a 3 on the way up and no good for Thomas Meyer-Lillibridge. The rebound tipped in the hands of Reiser. Reiser to Theobald. Quickly head to McIntyre. McIntyre will drive through the lane and kick it back out to Reiser. Reiser steps in, hands it off to the baseline where Furman steps in. Hand it back to McIntyre in the right quarter. McIntyre takes his time as we wind down to 3 minutes left here in the fourth. He'll drive, he'll lay it up and good on the right side baseline. McIntyre to double digits with 10. And the Lions with one of their biggest leads, if not their biggest lead of this ball game at 49-37. With 2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lob to the lane on the left side. The layup up and no good, but the foul is called. Clear Lake's 4th team foul.
Foul on number 15.
And the foul's on Kobe Ord. It's his second.
Wheeler on the line for two.
Elijah Wheeler to the line to shoot a pair. Wheeler on the year. Well, it's his first couple of free throws. First one up. And that one rattles it out, no good.
Number 20, Peter Green.
Peter Graining checks back in.
22, Jane Newsom in for
Shane Newsom will check back in as well for Waverly-Shell Rock. Second free throw on the way up. That is good. So Wheeler 1 for 2 on the trip. Sean Howard will check back in, and Clear Lake Waverly-Shell Rock will call the timeout. 2:45 left in the fourth. Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard 49-38 in favor of Clear Lake. Back after this here on KRIB.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Want simple, friendly, and local banking? Then choose Clear Lake Bank and Trust. With local people, top-notch customer service, and a wealth of expertise, Clear Lake Bank and Trust is ready and waiting to help you build a better financial future. Visit clearlakebank.bank today and be happier with your bank. Clear Lake Bank and Trust. Local ownership, local decision-making, and community reinvestment since 1934. Member FDIC.
.245 to go in the fourth quarter. 49-38, Clear Lake with the lead. Waverly-Shell Rock with their first full timeout spent. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Clear Lake has 3 remaining. Possession arrow in favor of Waverly-Shell Rock. McIntyre will inbound. And he'll inbound to Braden Watkins. Back to McIntyre. Over to Theobald, who steps up to the timeline across on the left side. Bounce pass back out to McIntyre. McIntyre over the left side for Theobald. Lions can take their time here, up by 11 with 2:30 to go here in the fourth. Dribbling across from left to right is Theobald. Will back it out again. Down to 14 to shoot. McIntyre top of the key right side. He'll step in. He'll go up. He got totally blocked away, it appears. And we go the other way, as here is Stevens. He'll circle it back to the left quarter after driving in the lane. Now drive to the lane again, lays it up. He was right underneath the basket when he tried it. No good, but he got his own rebound. Pass back out, tipped away to the backcourt. Theobald saves it from out of bounds, deep in the right corner of the offensive zone. The Lions will reset here with 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Theobald, top of the zone right side. He's guarded. Mario Littlebridge looks like he's had a hand on him. Should be hand check call. But not getting it. Finally got it after Theobald pushed him off, actually.
Foul number 10, Thomas Meyer Littlebridge.
His second, only the team's second. As Bodensteiner back in for the Go Hawks with 1:44 left in the fourth. Lions will inbound on the right sideline out top. Lob pass to the backcourt for Theobald. Theobald across the timeline. Dribbles off and hands it off to Watkins. Back to the left side. Theobald inside for Ort. And he'll play it across the lane. Layup up and good for Jackson McIntyre on the drive. 12 for McIntyre, 51-38 with 90 seconds to go. Graining on the right side in the front court. Guarded by McIntyre. Hands it inside. Tipped away by Reiser. Couldn't save it from out of bounds. And the Go Hawks will inbound with 1:22 left in the fourth. Luke Furman checks back in. Replace Kobe Ort. The Go Hawks will inbound, but they're running out of time. Beyond the right sideline, about 2 feet out from the quarter. The pass to the backcourt to Sean Howard. Hands it off to Jaden Stevens. Stevens across the right side of the timeline. Drift to the top of the key, pass to the inside, and driving the lane up, and no good for Howard. He gets his rebound, though, puts it up and in. Howard with 14, 51-40. Pass inside, and Furman gets fouled as he gets pushed off by Graining. It's his third, and the team's third. And it'll be out of bounds at half court, or actually in the backcourt.
22,
Jay Newsom will check back in. to replace Bodensteiner. Or take that back. It'll be Jaden Stevens to go to the bench. Inbound, skipped across to the near sideline or the far side. And Furman will bring it across the timeline with a minute to go. Waverly-Shell Rock wants to foul again. Right at the minute mark left here in the fourth. Team's fourth.
Foul number 20, Peter Graving.
Peter Graving. Gosh, why do I say Graving? It's Graining. Graining, Graening. Graining. And the inbound and a quick hand check foul on Sean Howard. That'll be it for him. Howard disqualified with 59.7 seconds to go here in the fourth. Kobayardo will check in.
15, Kobayardo in for the Lions. Number 2,
replace Braden Watkins. So Furman will step to the line to shoot a pair. Free throws up and good.
Number 12, Preston Baumhover in for the Gold.
Preston Baumhover checks back in to replace Peter Graining. Clear Lake 52, Waverly-Shell Rock 40. Furman second. And when Reynolds rounded falls, so Furman 5 for 6 from the line tonight for all 5 of his points. 53-40 with a minute to go. Here's Stevens across the timeline. Plays it back out. The Bodensteiner who drives the left side, and he got fouled by by McIntyre. 5 fouls on the Lions now. And 3 on McIntyre.
Number 1, Brady Bodensteiner.
Brady Bodensteiner to the line where he's 9 of 14 on the year for the stripe. First one up and good. 4 for Bodensteiner. Braden Watkins checks back in for the Lions to replace Kobe Ort. Lines up by a dozen, 53-41. Second one up, that is good as well. So Bodensteiner with 5. Lions with full court pressure in the backcourt. McIntyre coming up. Bodensteiner trying to foul him, but no call. And now the hand check call on Jay Newsom. It's his first. Trevor Theobald to the line for the first time tonight. He's 4 for 8 on the season. Lions with their 19th and 20th free throw attempts of the night coming up as Theobald makes the first. Theobald with 12. Ort back in to replace Watkins. 54-42. 44.5 seconds to go. Theobald second. That is good. So Theobald 2 for 2 on the trip. 13 points total. 55-42. The front court. Scoop up shot up and no good for Stevens. The rebound controlled by McIntyre. And I believe appears Waverly-Shell Rock's not going to foul this time. They're way out of the range. And looking at the shot clock and the game clock are totally even. So the clock's going to run out with a shot clock violation, I believe, here. And Clear Lake will take home a victory of 55-42 as the Lions outscore the Go Hawks 17-7 in the fourth quarter. The post game starts after this. You're listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB Mason City Clear Lake. Watching live online at KRIBAM.com.
CLTEL Fiber Optic Network delivers reliable, high-quality internet speeds that are perfect for streaming Clear Lake Lions sports. They're more than just an internet provider. CLTEL is a committed community partner. Internet for you right here in Clear Lake and Ventura.
Chances are you know someone who found their future at NIAC. With affordable tuition, close-to-home convenience, and programs that lead directly to great careers, your future starts here. Our advisors help you uncover scholarships, explore career paths, and even connect to jobs after graduation. Whatever you need, we have it. 8-week courses, certificates, degrees, in-person and online. And know that NIAC credits transfer seamlessly to 4-year colleges. When it comes to opportunity and possibility, your future is found at NIAC.
They do it all at D&D.
Signs, banners, display boards, vehicle graphics.
Real estate signs, promotional items, trophies, plaques.
Offset laser and screen printing embroidery.
Posters, graphic design, and novelties.
From the shirt on your back to the sign on your door, D&D does it all and more.
Now available at D&D Outdoor Storage. Storage for your campers, trailers, and boats. Call for information. Call 641-423-9487.
They do it all at D&D.
Iowa specialty hospitals and clinics know that changing healthcare providers can feel overwhelming. That's why they developed the REDOC program, a free service that offers personalized support to make the transition simple and stress-free. Just fill out the submission form at iowaspecialtyhospital.com and they'll take care of the rest. Iowa Specialty Hospitals and Clinics, with the Mason City location opening in spring 2026, consistently exceeding your expectations.
Final score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, 55 for Clear Lake and 42 for Waverly-Shell Rock as the Lions improve to 6-0 on the year. Waverly-Shell Rock with a loss drops back to 500 at 4-4. And the Gohawks, next up for them, they travel to Grundy Center on Saturday night. The Lions a big matchup tomorrow night as they will take on the number 1 team in Class 1A, St. Edmund, in a game at the Lions Gymnasium. Well, it was close until the fourth quarter for most of the ball game. It was 15-10 Clear Lake after one. It was 23-20 after the first 2 quarters of play. The Gohawks were able to cut it to 3 at that point, and it was an even third quarter, 15 apiece. But then the Lions held Waverly-Shell Rock to only 7 points in that fourth quarter, and they scored 17, the final score of 55-42. Looking at the scoring of this one, Trevor Theobald with 13 on the night for Clear Lake. He had 10 in the second half. So he had 3 3-pointers, a 2-point field goal, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Jackson McIntyre ended up the night with 12, 10 of those in the second half. So he had 4 field goals. Well, let's see, I don't do my math right, I guess. He had 4 field goals and 3 for 3 from the line on the night, so he's got 11 points on the night for McIntyre. It is 8 for Carson Risers. He had a pair of threes and a 2-point field goal. It was 5 for Isaac Brownlee. All those scored in the second quarter on a 3-pointer and 2 free throws. 4 for Kobe Ort. 5 for Luke Furman. Didn't mean to skip him. He had all 5 of his points from the free throw line tonight. Drake Thompson had a 3-pointer in the second quarter. Brendan Watkins had a field goal in the fourth quarter for his 2 points. And Dylan Plaguey playing and not scoring. Max Larson had 4, by the way, as he fouled out with 4:30 to go. But that's the balance of the book for Clear Lake on the night. For Waverly-Shell Rock, Sean Howard ended up the night with 14 points. So he had 5 field goals and one of those for a 3 and 3 for 3 for the free throw line. It was Elijah Wheeler with 7. 6 for Thomas Meyer Lillibridge. It was 5 for Brady Bodensteiner. 3 apiece for Preston Baumover and Peter Graining. 2 for Jack Wiedemeyer. 2 for Jaden Stevens. And playing and not scoring was Shane Newsom. He played the third and fourth quarters. And that's the balance of the book for Waverly-Shell Rock of this one. Clear Lake now 6-0 on the season. After a 55-42 victory on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, we'll be back with more of our post game. Jeremy Hanley will join us here in a couple of moments. Listening to Lions basketball here on KRIB.
Bank Iowa is open in Clear Lake. Bank Iowa brings a rich history of entrepreneurial spirit, community focus, and financial expertise to North Iowa. It's grown into one of Iowa's most successful family-owned banks. Each location offers the services of a large financial institution, but operates as a community bank where decisions are made locally. The local team at Bank Iowa is a proud supporter of the Clear Lake Lions. These student athletes exemplify hard work and dedication. Let's go Lions!
It doesn't matter what the weather's like right now. Your home can be at the right temperature with a new Bryant furnace or air conditioning system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not only could you be comfortable temperature-wise, but you can save money with the efficiency of a new furnace or air conditioning system. Check out what Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning can offer you. Go to johnsonheatingandac.com. Johnson Heating and Bryant. Whatever it takes.
No matter what the season, weather is unpredictable in North Iowa and accidents are likely to happen. This is Emily Knoll. Our family business, Hawkeye Auto Body, has been serving North Iowa for almost 50 years. Collision repair work can be complex. You can trust the experts at Hawkeye Auto Body to repair your vehicle correctly and make sure your vehicle is completely safe before it's released back to you. We guarantee it. We're located on South Federal in Mason City, or visit us anytime at HawkeyeAutobody.com.
Hi, it's Katie Showalter from Window World of Mason City. It's hard to believe, but we've been transforming homes like yours for 15 years. From ideas to installation, our Window World team has completed more than 7,000 projects with curb appeal enhancing, energy efficient, windows, entry doors, and siding. Is your project next? Schedule your free in-home consultation at windowworldmc.com. That's windowworldmc.com.
Back we come to Waverly. Final score on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard, 55-42. Clear Lake beats Waverly-Shell Rock here in the boys' game. Jeremy Hanley joins us with post-game comments, and good fourth quarter. Was able to secure the ball game here tonight, and your thoughts?
We kind of played down into their pace.
Yep.
In that first half, and part of that was foul trouble. We had some, we had some heavy hitters sitting on the bench next to me, and the way the game was being called, it's kind of hard to put them in, because you're worried about them picking up a cheapie. So, we survived a little bit, survived in advance with those guys. And I thought those guys stepped up. I thought Isaac came in, gave us some great minutes. I thought Drake came in, gave us some great minutes. Probably should have went back to him a little bit more in the second half. But, those guys that were on the bench were probably fresh. They didn't play the whole first half.
Right.
But I thought that, we picked up the pace a little bit in the third quarter, but still weren't doing what we needed to do. But then, the fourth quarter, we got the game going a little bit faster, made some shots, but, credit these guys. It's always tough down here. They're going to make shots, they're going to defend you. They're going to run their stuff, and we just kind of got a little discombobulated a little bit and didn't, we weren't executing defensively quite how we thought we would, or wanted to. So, it is what it is. It's a win. It's always a tough place to play. They're going to go on and win a lot of games, and that's good. So, it was a good quality win, good team win.
You talked about Braden Watkins. I know he only scored 2 points tonight, but he's just talk about his efforts here this first part of the season.
He's improving every day. He's a kid with a lot of talent, and you saw it on that drive that he had that basket on. He really can attack the rim really well, and he's shooting it better. Lately he had he had a three the other night, versus Webster, but he's really a dynamic athlete, probably one of our best athletes on our team. And he's caught behind some really good guys, but I thought he's given us great minutes, and when he can come in and score, he really sends us even to another level.
quick turnaround to face the number one team in 1A and one of your competitors for the conference title. Say to them and talk about what you're going to see tomorrow night.
I mean, they're good. I mean, they got everybody back, and they're playing with a lot of confidence right now and doing some good things. And we're going to have to quick turnaround and take care of our bodies tonight, and look at the scouting reports and all that stuff, and do the off the court stuff just as important as it is on the court, and be ready to go. But I would hope we're juiced up, we're ready to go, and ready for a great game on our home court.
Talk about your play of the game, Trevor Theobald.
Well, he sat a little bit too long in that first half. I don't like sitting him that long, but foul trouble will do that. But he, really got it going. Made some shots, obviously some threes, but then got to the rack. He's so dynamic getting to the rim, and sometimes it's easy just to, hey, I'm open, coach, I'm going to shoot a three, but it's like, now set him up with that, get to the rack, and he's also a tremendous passer. But he, more than anything, he held, one of their best players to 2 points. That was his matchup, and held him to 2 points, drew a couple charges on him just by, beating him to the spot. And, I mean, that kid's a D1 football recruit. I mean, he's fast, and Trevor's, he couldn't get by Trev, so Trevor's, I mean, he's a leader for us and one of our best players, and obviously we needed him to step up, and he did.
Coach, as always, we appreciate it, and hopefully we can get some people out to rock the joint tomorrow night, get some noise made, and it should be a great ball game tomorrow night.
Yeah, it should be.
All right, Coach, thanks again. Jeremy Ainley with post-game comments. Now player of the game, Trevor Theobald joins us, and talk about, that second half effort. Obviously, you scored 10 of your 13 points in the second half. Just talk about your night.
I thought our first half, it was rough. I mean, they're a good team. They play really good defense. It was pretty evident in the first half. You could see that. They kind of had us in a loop. Couldn't get much going. I had some fouls early on. Me, Max, and Jackson, we all had fouls early on. So it was kind of important that we came out hard in our second half, and fortunately shots were falling.
It's one of those things, if you got a tightly called ball game, your team's got to adjust, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We had some guys come in the first quarter, like Isaac, Drake.
Yeah.
They made great plays. Kobe stepped up big tonight because Max had a lot of fouls.
Right.
We just had a lot of guys who stepped up and kept our momentum going that allowed us to get back into the game and really do what we can do.
Talk about tomorrow night.
I'm so excited to play. They're a really good team. Obviously, they're number one in 1A, so they're a good team. I'm excited to play them.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks again for joining us. Congratulations on a great night. Trevor Theobald, our player of the game. Appreciate you coming up. As what's getting at 13 on the night for Clear Lake as the Lions win the boys game 55-42. On the girls' side, it was a tough night for the Lions girls. They take their first loss of the season to a very, very good Waverly-Shell Rock team. 58-23 the final score. Lions were held just 2 points in the second quarter. As the Go-Hawks led 16-9 after one, they led 32-11 at the half, 54-17 after three, and 58-23 at the end of the ball game. Taylor Schwindler the way with 7 points. She was our player of the game on the girls' side. So once again, it should be an exciting doubleheader, and come on out and take the radio along and listen along the play-by-play. As a good doubleheader on the girls' side, it's Clear Lake at the top of the conference. St. Edmund is a game back of the standings, so it's a key game for the Lions on the girls' side tonight. It's a key game for the Lions on the boys' side tomorrow night, as it's the number one in Class 1A St. Edmund Gales and the number 2 in 3A Clear Lake Lions battling at the Lions Gymnasium. Pre-game at about 5:50 tomorrow night, 6 o'clock the girls' game. The boys' game will follow here on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and live online with the video at KRIBAM.com. Let's get our final scores tonight on the Clear Lake Bank and Trust scoreboard. The final score of the girls' game, Waverly-Shell Rock 58-23 over Clear Lake. On the boys' side, it was 55-42, Clear Lake beating Waverly-Shell Rock. For spotter Dylan Anderson, Bob Fishers, so long from Waverly.
You've been listening to coverage of the Clear Lake Lions on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB and watching on KRIBAM.com. This Clear Lake Lions coverage was brought to you by CL North Iowa Area Community College, D&D Sales, Clear Lake Bank and Trust, Iowa Specialty Hospital, Johnson Heating and Air, Glenn's Tire, Bank Iowa, Hawkeye Auto Body, And Window World. Your home for the Clear Lake Lions all year long is KRIB and KRIBAM.com.